usually. Oh man, I gotta set up all this stuff with my face on the screen. Okay. So whenever you're ready, Chrissy, if you hit
I'm ready, but just
you hit
remember the
live.
topic is Clint Eastwood movie.
Okay. You hit
That's
live and we can coordinate while your video is playing in the private chat.
Are we
But-
ready
oh,
to rumble?
here.
Let the games begin.
Here we go. I gotta use a different browser.
Set right up, get ready to play. In the Brainbenders arena, where minds stray. From puzzles to quizzes, facts untold. Unlocking mysteries, watch them unfold. Puzzles, quizzes, mysteries unfold. Brainbenders meant to keep your mind on fire. Twisting and turning higher and higher. Trivia and facts keep you on your toes. Where the next challenge leads, nobody knows. Mind on fire, nobody knows. Riddles and corners, secrets to reveal. Each question a journey, every answer a seal. Cognitive playground where neurons spark. Lighting up pathways through the mental dark. Secrets reveal, pathways spark. Brainbenders meant to keep your mind on fire. Twisting and turning higher and higher. Trivia and facts keep you on your toes. Where the next challenge leads, nobody knows. Mind on fire, nobody knows. Bring the wheel of fortune in the quiz of fate. Each spin a puzzle, each choice creates. Building bridges, crossing mental streams. And brainbenders bend to chase your cerebral dreams. Quiz of fate, cerebral dream. Gather your wits, bring your cleverest play. In the game of intellect, it's your mind's ballet. Step up to the challenge, let your thoughts run free. Brainbenders bent to be all you can be. Intellects play, thoughts run free. Brainbenders bent to keep your mind on fire. Twisting and turning higher and higher. Trivia and facts keep you on your toes. Where the next challenge leads, nobody knows. Mind on fire, nobody knows. So come on and join us, don't be late. Brainbenders banter, test your fate. Keep your mind sharp, let your brain dance. In the world of brainbenders, take your chance. Test your fate, take your chance.
Good evening, everyone. Shall we play a game?
Welcome
Yes.
to BBB After Dark. It's Wednesday night, which means it's time for trivia night. Panel versus chat. We've got Wheel of Fortune with popular name brand foods right here in the US, and Jeopardy categories that are going to test your brain from every angle. Panel, don't sleep on this chat. Chat, don't hold back. Let's see who really runs trivia night.
okay.
So we're going to start. We're going to have two games, right, Chrissy? And what game are we going to
Yes.
start with? And we
We're
usually do
starting with Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel
There
of
you go.
Fortune.
because you guys usually have either Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune, or Jeopardy. But tonight is going to be two games. And what are they? Wheel of Fortune and
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy. We'll start with Wheel.
Now, Rumpelstiltskin, our wonderful, awesome former Marine over here, and a wealth of knowledge, a plethora of knowledge. Of course, we have the wonderful Chance Nostalgic Podblast up there in Atlanta, Georgia, with his brand of plethora knowledge, and me down up here in the north, the Great White North, with my own brand of plethora knowledge. I believe the three of us are going to have a great one tonight. I hope that you're on your game, chat. I do see my brothers Kevin, Theme Park Adventures, and I see Sir Lemon Pie Citrus. Howdy to my brothers in arms there in the States.
By the way, Sierra Jeffrey's my daughter. She's the one that's modding right now in the vertical stream.
Sierra, thank you. Thank you for modding.
So that is my physical daughter. So thank you, Sierra. I really appreciate that.
Chrissy,
Hi, Lemon Pie.
you should have got the invite for the Twitch thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even on Twitch yet. I'm still like trying to get the game set up. Give me a sec.
So Chrissy has let us know. Actually, the
Wheel
of Fortune is going to involve Clint Eastwood.
Mhm.
Now, I don't know what of Clint Eastwood it's going to involve. I do not know that. Hint, hint. So, like I said, be on your A game tonight, chat, because Chance and Grump and me, we're determined to take you down.
Sierra's in there using her wrench.
Well, you know what? With Wheel of Fortune, the bankrupt can get you. You know, you need to know when to hold it.
We had issues. Yeah, Chance, we had issues with that last week. Grump and I were going like, why is it hitting loss of turn? Why is it hitting bankrupt on us?
Oh yeah, it was like almost every other spin was bankrupt.
Right.
For the first 2 rounds.
Sierra all of a sudden has learned to use her wrench. Way to mod, Sierra. Good job.
Jake Hudson, welcome, brother. Jake is one of our newer. Jake is one of our newer brothers there at Chatty Blogger MS. Welcome, Mr. Jake. It's good to see you, my friend.
We've known Jake a long time.
Yeah, Jake is cool. I love Jake.
Okay, so I am going to go play the game now, and controller, launch presenter. I had a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm coming. Don't worry. And Sierra is in the chat. Everybody say hi to my daughter, Sierra.
Hi, Sierra.
Sierra. There we go.
There's Sister Susie Eckstein from Saskatchewan.
Well, hello, Suzanne.
Yep, first time here. Hi, Mikey. Hey, Susie. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Susie.
Yeah.
We're going to play against you guys, and you guys are going to play against us in Wheel of Fortune and then Jeopardy. That's how we roll here at Brain Bender's Banter Trivia.
There we go. And, hey, there's Sierra Jeffrey. Hello, Sierra. Good to see you, sweetie.
That is my baby.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, she's looking good. Oh,
Got
good luck
my
to you
baby.
too, Kevin. Good luck to you, Jake. Good luck also to Susie. And good luck there, Mr. Sir Lemon. And there's Roddy. Hi, Roddy.
Hey, Roddy. Hey, Lemon Pie Citrus.
Yep. And Ghosty Bimmy. Hello, Ghosty Bimmy with the Chihuahua.
Yeah, hey, Ghosty.
Ghosty
Bimmy.
Yeah. Roddy, my partner. Roddy, Sierra's over in the vertical chat, just so you know. And hello, Roddy.
Am I really looking? Do it. Okay. When you look at my face, this is just a personal.
issue. You know what? I forgot.
But when you see my face in vertical, do I look fat or do I look thin?
I'm gonna swap spots.
Rabbit.
I don't have my camera on when I'm doing this, so that way that the chat can be seen on the screen.
You actually look like, and this is meant with love. You remind me of the Buc-ee's mascot.
The beaver?
Oh, the Buc-ee's mascot. I love Buc-ee's.
Have you heard that before? I mean,
yes, I have. Yeah, I love Buc-ee's. It's a great food place. It really is.
It's a
giant.
It's a gas station.
It's a gas
Call it a food places. Well, no, it's not a truck stop.
No, it's not a truck stop.
No, they say they don't even allow trucks. That's it's a destination. Really?
Grumple,
Alabama
did? Birmingham had
okay.
I mean, like big rigs truck. I'm like if you're in a pickup truck, of course that's allowed. That's a passenger vehicle.
Like
but,
Kenworth, yeah, they were there.
Okay, Chrissy, I think everything's good on my end. The only thing left is linking.
Just be careful what you guys are showing on the chats, guys. If you guys are putting up chats on the screen, there's a lot that has been deleted. So just so you know.
Okay.
The chat, the linked chat is also showing on the screen now. I added it. Should we not? I didn't look if anything looks bad. But
chat there in the right-hand side.
It's fine. I only let up people I know, so it doesn't even matter.
We don't want to disrupt or ruin because chat is vital to this game because we're playing chat. It's panel versus chat, so we have to have a clean chat. This is the worst possible time for some troll to try to mess with us.
So, Chrissy, whenever on your time, everything on my end looks good to go. We just need you to join on the Twitch for stream together thing, so
I'm
we can
still waiting
get the
on
chat.
this to load. It hasn't
Okay.
loaded.
No biggie.
Launch presenter. It's just a blank screen.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the game going.
Hey, Tiggs. Tiggs is
Hi,
in the house.
Tiggs.
Launch presenter. You guys keep chat going while I refresh
See,
this.
launch presenter sounds a lot more fun. Like there might be catapults or a trebuchet involved. Maybe a ballista.
Launch presenter. I'm going to have
Ready
to
for
shut this
Valentine's
down and
Day?
bring
You
it back
have
on.
your Valentine confection hearts, conversation hearts from Brox or Neko. Nico wafers. I got a few. It looks like a druggie bag or something. I have these in the Ziploc bag.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah,
Little
don't say
conversation hearts. Be mine, and all that stuff.
Aren't those essentially Tums with some
They taste like
sugar in
candy
them?
Cigarettes. Are you old enough
Yeah.
to remember candy cigarettes or bubblegum
I
cigarettes?
am.
Yeah.
I
In the
am.
chat or
Absolutely
on the panel?
remember those. Yes.
Mikey, I know you remember candy
I
cigarettes.
definitely do. I'm an old man. I remember them.
Oh, I can't hear you. I got to duck out and come back.
Oops.
I have a glitch. I can't hear you all. I'll be
Oh,
right
no, you
back.
couldn't hear me? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
It's
a
not
thing.
starting.
Huh.
That's a thing. It's with StreamYard. It's been just the last month and a half ish, somewhere in there, where you just lose audio. Even just sometimes choosing a different. I forgot to tell him before he left. Sometimes choosing a different audio device and then setting it back fixes it, so you don't have to
Roddy
leave.
says, Sierra, hello, little mama. Lemon says hi to Roddy. Roddy says hi to Lemon. Lemon says, let's lose the drama in chat. Yes, amen.
We have. Don't worry about it. My daughter's modding right now, and she's using her shield.
Chance for if that happens again, that I think that's been going on. It feels like about a month and a half is what it seems. If you go to your audio inside StreamYard and just choose a different audio device and then set it, like hit OK and then set it back, I think that's fixed it for me more than once. So you don't have to leave the whole call.
Thank you, Grant.
We need somebody to reprimand Dork
going
9.
on, Grump. It's been going on for like 2 years. It's just an intermittent short. I don't know what it is. Where all of a sudden I cannot hear a thing. And
That happens to me too, but it seems like it was fairly just not frequent, but not uncommon. But like fairly recent for me. Not that long. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening is it defaults. My camera will default to my computer camera from my external camera, and also the audio will default from my board to the computer speaker. It's weird. And
Is
so
it
when that
possible
happens-
something like a USB cable's getting bumped and then like very quickly disconnecting and then it's reconnecting right after that?
That's good troubleshooting, but the answer would be no,
check
because I'm
maybe.
looking right at it and it's not being jarred in any way.
No.
No cables dangling behind your desk that maybe you accidentally kicked or anything. Sometimes just looking at it funny will make a maybe new USB cable. Like you just sneeze in the other room and then you just think real hard. Yeah, it's like USB cables, old ones can be finicky.
And it could be dust. I do need to like dust off my computer. I think I've gotten dust. Couldn't dust cause a problem like that? A malfunction? I don't know.
Shouldn't, unless it's like caked on.
It's
Like
not-
a little bit of dust on the connectors shouldn't cause a problem.
Yeah, and I just want to show. I want to show this to Chance really quick. This is what I use. I use brainwash on my keyboard very lightly. I spray only a couple of drops on a regular paper towel, and it cleans up all the dust and anything I have on my keyboard.
See, the difference is I use that on my brain because it's smooth and I got to polish it to keep it nice and smooth. Aerodynamic, you see, it lets me go faster.
Yeah, well, I might have to start using it on my hair just to keep it gone for a while, keep it smooth.
Yeah, well, we have our thinking caps on tonight, chat. So
We do.
once
We
we get
do.
going. Hopefully, Chrissy will get the tech worked out and we can get started here. It's almost 1 a.m. on the East Coast as we're live, which is where I am in Atlanta, Georgia. Grump, what time zone are you in again, sir? You're in
Texas Standard Time.
Okay.
Yeah, are you still central? Like an hour behind us?
Texas Standard Time. I believe Central is set to Texas time. So yeah.
Yeah, two.
Well,
I
it'd
think
be
it's
an
2
hour.
hours.
Right.
Oh no,
so
1 hour. He's right. Mountain is 1 hour. Yes.
Mount,
Yeah.
yes.
Of course he knows. I mean, what am I saying?
Texas
Oh.
is so big, there are 2 time zones in it.
Yes.
Didn't know that. Yep.
Yeah, El Paso's in the wrong one.
Well, it's over where New Mexico and Arizona, but Arizona doesn't change their time. So,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah,
Arizona's
everybody needs to get on that train.
Tucson specifically with the disappear. Well, we won't go there. We'll date the stream. We're a game show stream. We're not a news stream.
No, we're not a news stream. It's true.
The news is there's Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune to be had tonight.
Yes.
Maybe, like, I'm seriously.
Possibly.
It's like, okay, look, this is what it's doing to me. Like, I'm going to share my screen with you guys so you can see.
Now,
Do you think if
Jack,
you shut your computer down, it would help or no?
Look, it's just blank.
that's all it
Well,
says.
let's
I'm not
troubleshoot.
getting the code. Yeah, maybe I need to shut my computer down and just restart it.
Yeah.
You guys carry the chat. I'll be back. And Sierra, you're doing an amazing job. Thank you. And Grump, please
Dude, all
watch
good.
the other one that Sierra's not in. And make sure to use your shields. All of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one is Sierra's watching vertical?
She's horizontal, I
Okay.
think. Or she's not, she might be in vertical. Yeah.
I'll bring them both up.
In
Anyway.
vertical is okay. Okay.
Well, let's ask guys on the panel and in the chat. Can I ask, what is your favorite game show growing up? Is there a favorite game show that you like to watch? Would it be The Price is Right? That would be mine with Bob Barker growing up. That was my absolute favorite.
I would say my favorite was Art Fleming Jeopardy, and then when Alex Trebek took over.
I don't even remember that. Yeah.
Do
Alex
you
Trebek-
remember before Alex Trebek with his mustache?
Uh-huh.
Oh man.
Yeah, Art Fleming. I remembered the black and white. My mom and dad would watch it like whenever he came on every night. And my mom and dad said, you could learn something from this show, from Jeopardy.
And you were born,
So
born in
whenever he came
1965,
on,
September
every night,
20.
and my mom and dad said,
1965
you
or
could learn
21st,
something from this
1965. Was
show.
I right the first time?
I think you were right. On my birthday is when it came.
Let's
When
not
art started.
go into specific dates and docs and things.
Yeah, maybe.
We always talk about it on my show, but okay. If you
No,
think
it's all good.
Yeah, identity theft and doxing or things, and yeah, it's better to have like just a little bit of vague about your personal information. I mean,
Ambiguous.
you're a big boy. You can make your own choices. Just advice.
Yeah. Or just be a little bit. Well, that's the
You
thing.
blew
I
that,
think
right, Mikey? We've been talking about our birthdays for a long time.
For a long time, but I mean, it's nothing unusual. I
Okay,
mean,
guys,
there's-
I'm dipping out. I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, honey. Be right back.
Gotta
After
restart my
these
computer.
Yeah.
After these messages, Chrissy will
got
be
no game.
right back.
Without the game, we got no game.
We got no
So-
game. no
Sorry, I'm
game.
checking
Backstage.
mod
I showed-
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some drama. Good catch, Sierra.
Yeah.
Don't need any of that there.
Oh,
This is
cool.
a comic book about the Marines, the U.S. Marines, 1967 Marvel comic books,
Yeah,
Captain
Captain
Savage
Savage. Yeah.
and his Leatherneck Raiders. I showed this backstage to Grump since he's a Marine,
Nice.
and that's issue number 3, where they're fighting Hydra, one of the villains in the Captain America universe, and Nick
Yeah.
Fury, Sergeant Fury.
Thank you, Roddy. Yeah, no, we were just we were quoting a date from when Jeopardy with Art Fleming started. I started watching it as a kid. So,
From before Alex Trebek's mustache.
yes,
Trebek started in 1984.
yeah, he didn't start till
Which
84.
are those?
Fleming-
Are those like great? Because those are those are originals, not like.
Yes.
No,
So you-
those are original.
These are
Yeah,
original.
Are those like
Yeah.
those aren't graded because they're not sealed, right? I mean, it should.
They're not graded correct. These are in cardboard to protect the spine and an acid-free plastic covering to keep it nice and dry. And also what happens is the coloring agents will eventually turn the pages yellow and brown if you don't have acid-free protection. with the cardboard as well as the plastic. It will counteract that process and preserve your comic book. However, if you do have it graded like this,
Yeah. Now,
it'll supposedly maintain a comic book for 100 years. You could pass it down to a youngster in your family.
Now, Roddy says that she liked the Gong Show, but I was too little. I don't remember what the goal was.
Oh,
Well, it was a weird amount of money.
It was like to ring a gong, right?
No. If they don't ring the gong, and if they get to the final round, or just one round, it was for everybody. All I remember is Oingo Boingo got started with Danny Elfman, and they finished in second place.
They did. You had the Unknown Comic. This is a guy that had a paper sack over his head with cut out holes and a mouth. Right. And you had Gene, the dancing machine. The host was Chuck Barris, who was also the producer, and he had the $1.98 beauty show at that same time. Yeah. And I think the Newlywed Game, that was one of his shows, the dating game. And he was the front man for the Gong Show. JP Morgan was one of the judges. They had celebrity, like C-list judges in terms of celebrity at the time. Even Jamie Farr, Klinger and MASH was one of them. It was a regular judge. And there literally was and the humor, Grump, if you've never seen it, there's actually a movie called Gong Show, the movie from 1980. But there's literally a gong. And when the act is so bad that the judges can't take it anymore, they hit the gong, and it's like the proverbial cane over the bad performer yanking them off the stage.
Right.
And there was, like Mikey said, there was a very modest cash award. I think it was like $500 for the winner. But
was it $512.37? It was a weird. It was one of the weirdest. You know what? While we're waiting, I'm going to look this up because
the thing is, it's heavily copyrighted. Like it can't even air in reruns because of music rights. Just like there was another game show, Grump, I really liked. It was serious. It was called the Name That Tune show. It's called Name That Tune, where
they bid how many notes they need.
Correct.
Yeah.
They would play a few notes of music. You had to guess the song. And Kathy Lee Gifford, when she was Kathy Lee Johnson, would sing and hum the notes of music. And that's where she got her big start. Tom Kennedy hosted that. But back to the Gong Show, man, it was a very controversial show. The last episode was controversial, where you had these girls. I won't go into specifics. We're a family show, but they were sucking on popsicles. They were called popsicles. It was an episode that only aired once. Wow. They didn't air on the West Coast. It aired on the East Coast. They got so many complaints on the switchboard that the West Coast never aired it. The final episode.
There's actually 3 different prize amounts that happened depending on the version and the time period. Now, when they originally did it back in 1976 to 78, it was an NBC daytime series. The winner received $516.32, which is a deliberately chosen amount said to reflect the Screen Actor Guild's minimum daily wage at the time. Host Chuck Barris famously described it as 516 big ones and 32 little ones. Now, they had a syndicated nighttime version from 76 to 80. The top prize there started at $712.05. It later increased to $716.32. The very first episode offered $996.83. Then ABC, for 1 year in 2017 to 18, tried to revive the show. The price was increased to $2,000.17, though this is less than the 1976 value adjusted for inflation. They also received a Golden Gong trophy and, in some cases, additional consolation prizes.
Now, can you hum the theme song, Mikey?
Yeah, you can.
It's a nondescript, stupid. It was almost like you could hum it on a kazoo. I mean, it's just a very basic little jazzy theme tune. You can't find that on YouTube, I don't think, much. There's some, like you'll see Gene, the Dancing Machine, and the Unknown Comic. Unknown Comic was great. He was an insult comic. He was like a Rodney Dangerfield, but with a paper sack over his head, covering his face.
Gary Owens was the announcer that says that he also presented. So
yeah, and he was from Laugh-In. Great voice. Yeah, great
John Barber, Barris, Don Blue, Dave Attell, and Mike Myers as Tommy Maitland. Wow.
A lot of people got their start in the Gong Show, but look up the Popsicle Girls. Why don't you read about that? That was the controversial one I just talked about, unless you don't want to go there.
I could just say, who were the popsicle girls on the Gong Show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the infamous band episode, only aired in the East Coast.
Wow.
I mean, that was
And-
their act. It was young ladies, I think of age, thank God, but they're just seductively, you get it. I don't need to go paint a picture. Doing something with popsicles.
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean?
Okay, they were known as the Popsicle Twins,
Popsicle
known on the
twins.
Gong Show as "Have You Got a Nickel?" Were two teenage girls, aged 15 and 17.
Uh-oh, okay. I know they're underage. That is bad.
That's
know Okay.
how is that on TV?
Yep.
Wow, yeah.
Never mind.
No, there's
Never mind.
a lot of things, but okay. But I can tell you what the judges gave them. Phyllis Diller gave them a 0. Jamie Farr awarded a 2, and J.P. Morgan gave a 10, quipping, "Do you know that that's the way I started?" And was rewarded with a popsicle for it.
But was it the last episode, or am I misremembering that? Does it say?
No,
very-
this
It was towards the end, though. They were desperate for
It was
ratings. The
towards
ratings.
19. Yeah, well, it says between 77 and 78, so it was right around where they were almost done.
Yeah,
like
it was
the
almost
first-
the end of the run.
Yeah,
Yeah. And there was a rumor that the host Grump was in the CIA. The host,
yeah,
and
that was Chuck
news-
Barris. Yeah,
Chuck Barris. Yeah, and I mean, there's a whole book about it that was written, and he claimed he was a CIA spy.
Yeah, you know how you know somebody isn't a CIA spy?
Is when they say it.
Yeah, that's a pretty sure way to tell somebody who's definitely not a CIA spy.
yeah.
When they climb to the highest mountain and shout from the hilltops, "I'm in the
Yeah, they-
CIA!" Hey,
Yeah,
hey.
it said the incident has since become legendary. It was featured in Barris's memoir "Confessions of a Dangerous Mind" and the 2002 film adaptation.
Yep. Now,
Funny.
I tried to upload the movie, Gong Show the movie, and it's instantly blocked by the bots. And I think it's on there on the official YouTube, like with ads. I
Right.
think someone had it out there officially, but Gong Show the movie is worth a look. It really is.
Yeah,
It's
they were
great.
not actually twins, though. They said they were close friends. So
Well, if one was 15 and one was 17, I think definitionally they can't be twins.
twins.
Thank you. Yeah, really.
just-
They weren't really twins. They lied.
Funny
They
thing.
You're right, Sir Lemon. I was the official Gone Bearer. But to be honest, like I said, the episode where Oingo Boingo ended up second place, they should have won.
I misread that.
love Danny Elfman.
Mikey, I thought it said Mikey was the official Gong Beaver because you kind of look like a beaver with your beard. That's
He's
what I
a
thought
Gone
it said.
Bearer.
And
I
have a
would have been
laugh.
the guy doing the gong if I was old enough to do it. So
There's a funny thing about, okay, all the letter government agencies. The CIA is the only, as far as I know, the only one that won't say the CIA. They call it the company. They say, "Oh, work for the company." And anyone else, like, "Oh yeah, FBI, NSA, whatever." Even though NSA should maybe, I mean, depending,
You
you
might
know,
like-
whatever.
well, isn't the Men in Black the ones that work for the NSA supposedly?
Speaking of,
Mm,
do you guys have access to
don't know.
Peacock
Maybe.
streaming service? Do you guys have Peacock streaming service?
I don't have
I
any.
have Peacock.
I don't have any. I don't watch TV.
There's a show about wives of CIA agents called Ponies. It's on Peacock, set in the year 1976 into 1977, Christmas 76. And the husband's plane goes down, and these wives have to become CIA agents, basically. And it has an actor playing George Herbert Walker Bush, who was in charge of the CIA in those days. And it's really well done. There's only 8 episodes, and they're under an hour each. And I've made it through the first 3 or so. And producer Natalie told me about that show, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of CIA,
Caldy made a good point here. He says the 70s were a different time. I mean, look at the Runaways Band. Yes, I saw the film, and it is based on the reminiscences of Joan Jett and Lita Ford, and the Cherry Bomb. I mean, the Cherry Bomb song and what they sang and how they split up and everything. I think Kristen Stewart did a great job as Jet because she got to know Joan Jett personally while they were making the film, and then Lita Ford was talked at by Dakota Fanning, who was in the film. So yeah, I mean, it was done really well. Yeah.
And the music
It's a good
video she
story.
did for "Do You Want to Touch" was filmed right here at Georgia at Six Flags Over Georgia. That's an
Yeah.
underrated song. Her remake of the Gary Glitter hit. Do you want to
Yeah.
touch? Now he
Do
was a
you want
dirtbag
to
too.
dance? Do you
Gary-
want to dance? Yeah.
No, do you want to touch?
No,
not
no,
Do You
but
Wanna
his
Dance.
song was "Do You Want to Dance."
I don't think that's correct, sir.
It was a safety dance.
No, "Safety Dance" was "Men Without Hats."
What if they did wear hats
That's
though?
Safety Dance.
They were wearing hats
You
at the
know, I thought
time,
it was-
so
It was "Do You Want to Touch" all the way. Mikey, you might want to look
Okay.
that up, or am I wrong?
No.
You're making me doubt my reality, sir. I think it was a straight up. I think in both versions of Gary
I don't
Glitter
want
and
to do
Joan Jett,
that.
it's "Do You Want to Touch." It's not "Do You Want to Dance."
yeah, Sierra,
that's-
Sierra, I'm watching. We're good to go.
Yeah, we're good. Don't worry. Our brother in arms here is also watching. Let's see, Gary
But
Glitter.
that was a good music video. "Do You Want to Touch" Joan Jett, 1982, filmed partially at Six Flags Over Georgia. My friend Larry Hutchison was there, and it was so funny. Let me just say this: there's a bunch of dudes in like long sleeve polo shirts. It was a thing in 1982, like long sleeve. You probably remember that, Mikey. Long sleeve, like roll up polo shirts. And every time the video come on, he goes, "Look, there I am," and I go, "Who are you?" He goes, "I'm the guy in the white polo shirt on the dude's back," and I'm like, "There's 50 guys with that description," because it was a trend, like a members only jacket. A couple of years later, it was a thing, and like there were tons of guys in white polo shirts. I'm like, which one? Anyway.
Okay, the song he had was "Do You Want to Touch Me?" Oh yeah.
Yes, that's what I knew it, but you're so
You got it.
convincing.
You
You were
got
so convincing. You made me doubt my reality. I'm like, is this a Mandela
No,
effect? Is he
like,
right?
all you had to do, I don't want to ever do that to you, brother. You got the initial of it, and then all you had to do was just add me the me part, and then oh yeah. So that was it. Do you want to touch me?
I've got a funny anecdote about Danny Elfman. It's not me. This is a second hand. I heard from the person. Okay, so over on Twitch, a friend streamer, Operation Madman is her name. She hasn't streamed in like it's been a few years. I still hear from her from time to time. So she encountered Danny Elfman via a contest, and I don't remember what it was for, but she has in her possession the very first egg that Danny Elfman's chickens ever laid. He, did like, whole, like you do Easter eggs with real eggs, blew the stuff out inside. And I don't remember if he like decorated it, but he packed up and shipped it to her. So she has Danny Elfman's first chicken egg. And I thought that was funny. Like, wait, Danny Elfman, the guy who's written the soundtrack of like
Batman.
every good movie, like all the good movies, like anything that Tim Burton has ever made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which came first, the Danny Elfman chicken or the Danny Elfman egg?
The chickens. The chickens laid the egg.
Chickens came
Yeah.
first.
His Batman theme with the very first Batman with Michael Keaton was just iconic. Bum, 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 bum,
There was supposed to be a third one, and they might still do it, like that timeline of Tim Burton was supposed to make a third one. The reason it switched and everything was because of essentially McDonald's. They wanted to be able to sell, they wanted to promote and make money with the toys, but the Tim Burton one was like way too dark. That's why we got the much more cartoony and the nipple armor essentially later. I don't know why they made it nipple armor. It didn't make any sense, except for Batgirl. Can't have it for that, but for Batman and Robin, must have nipple armor.
They lost the merchandising to Taco Bell. Remember Taco Bell, and at least the one with Clooney, and I think the one that you're talking about. Am I wrong? But I know for sure. I'm sure the Clooney one was a Taco Bell franchise situation for the cups and the toys and crap like that. But I'm trying to remember, was the Val Kilmer one Taco Bell or was that McDonald's? I can look it up. Hey, there's something called
Taco Bell. I thought it was Taco Bell.
I thought it was Taco Bell also. I think
it was for merchandising with restaurant affiliations. I thought it was McDonald's. I could be off, but yeah.
No, you're right. I'm saying I think you are right. And I know Diet Coke was a big sponsor of the first Batman with Michael Keaton, because in the home video release there's an ad with the actor who played Alfred pouring a Diet Coke, and it's like has a little Diet Coke.
I remember that.
That was Michael. That was Michael Gough, wasn't it? That played Alfred.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. It was. I have it on VHS. That original release.
Now, Roddy says, I know what the CIA was called before it was the CIA. Okay, there was a group that was called the OSS. or Office of Strategic Studies. And I believe that is what culled from the OSS was the CIA. I might be wrong, but I think I'm right, because that's yeah. So you can tell me, Roddy, because I know I know there was a group called the OSS, the Office of Strategic Studies, before it became the CIA. Because remember, Hoover was the one that at one time was the director of the CIA, J. Edgar Hoover. So
Isn't his garter belt like framed in the office?
it's actually, yeah. If somebody says that because he liked to dress up, that some of his apparel is in a secret vault hanging up on the wall somewhere in the CIA headquarters.
Oh my
That's
God.
the rumors, anyway. I don't.
Wrong, says Roddy. I'll give you
Okay.
3 guesses.
Okay. So it wasn't. Well, was there an OSS? There is, at least I know there was an OSS. But CIA. Okay.
Update from Chrissy BBB. She says, I'm coming. She had to reboot her computer. That's
Okay.
why we're not playing. We're stalling a little bit because we couldn't get the board to come up. We couldn't get the software to work for our game, Wheel of Fortune.
All right, Roddy. So, no, it's not the Culinary Institute of America. Come on.
No, that's what it is.
No, it's not. It's this. It's, well, CIA stands for the Central Intelligence Agency.
No, that can't be right. They're not that bright. Okay, yeah, she's having some issues with internet connection right now. She'll be back momentarily.
It wasn't called OSI because that came from the $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman.
Scientific Intelligence is what the OSI and the fiction. That's the fictional government agency.
Fictional one.
Authorized Steve Austin to become the $6 Million Man. You know what he's called in Mexico? El Hombre Nuclear, the nuclear man.
Not the 6 trillion peso man.
That's what it should be. That's
6 Brazilian peso.
That is one reboot I would love to see. Finally, let's get a $6 billion man movie. Come on.
I want that.
I know.
I wanted well, they tried to reboot the Bionic Woman. That didn't quite work.
Oh no, in 2007 it was on NBC. It only lasted 1 season.
Yeah.
Roddy's saying to you, stop, or she's saying that's me.
I was right. The CIA was known as the Office of Strategic Services, OSS, before its formal creation in 1947. I'm sorry, Roddy. I was right. I got you. I know my history, and I had this whole book. This is really weird. I don't think I have it anymore, but I had this whole book detailing the history of the CIA.
Look at the guesses from Caldy. Chicks and ascots. That's what CIA is for.
Yes, that's also correct.
Yes.
The 5 kilos and a nickel bag man, says Caldy.
And the chicks and ascots run the Culinary Institute of America, you see. So it's like a double. That's why it works so well.
Yeah, Roddy, we did say Central Intelligence Agency, but before they formed it into the CIA, it was known as the Office of Strategic Studies, which was the OSS. So there was something before it became CIA. It
was run by Tim Curry, who also was in drag at the time.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show.
The Rocky Horror Intelligence Agency. That's what it was.
1975. Oh my God.
The office.
It's all linked together.
Office of Getting It On.
The Office of Getting It On. No, you got to say it like getting it on.
Getting it on. Get her done. How about get her done for the cable guy? Get her done.
The Department of Agency Department. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Department, the Redundancy Department of Agency Department of Redundancy.
Yeah, but Roddy, it was known as OSS before it became CIA. Okay, so I was right about that. I confirmed it.
And both you gentlemen, I'm going to find your Garbage Pail Kid card.
Oh, nice.
Your first name, but see,
I remember those.
I love the Garbage Pail Kids. I know my wife knows.
They actually made one for Chance in more recent years as Fat Chance.
Wow.
Yep. And there's
yes, Roddy, you are
any Dan's in the chat? There's Diaper Dan. He's impaled with a giant safety pin. Diaper Dan. Or I guess it's a diaper pin, actually.
Okay.
Safety
It's
pin.
actually-
Or laundry pin.
Laundry pin. That's
Okay, Roddy,
exactly what it is.
you're
Exactly.
close. Okay, I'm gonna write this for her. You're close, but it was actually CIG before. It was the Central Intelligence Group.
She had a typo. She did say CIG twice. After
She did
said-
already twice. Okay, I
No,
apologize.
Mikey
Said
was
that-
typing. He meant cigarette.
No, I didn't.
No, see right there. He just didn't finish it. It's truncated.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the like I said, the OSS was established during World War II in June 1942 as the first centralized U.S. intelligence agency. It was tasked with gathering strategic intelligence, conducting sabotage, and supporting resistance movements behind enemy lines. Now, it was disbanded in October 1945 after the war ended, but its personnel and functions formed the foundation for the next key predecessor, which was the Central Intelligence Group, the CIG, which was created in 1946. And then that served as the temporary intelligence body until the National Security Act of 1947 officially established the CIA.
Roddy's
see
done
how-
with this. She's done. She said CID. End of story.
CIG.
She said CID.
Okay,
CIG.
Chrissy has
Oh,
had
you
some
were the one
success.
that-
She is en route on the way back now.
Thank you.
Okay.
Roddy was saying CID. You were the one saying CIG, Chatty. Like an idiot. I'm saying Roddy's changed her story to CID. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah. She did.
can't
It's
even read.
Roddy, you and I are very knowledgeable about the agencies. So there you go.
Let's let her
Yes,
have the last
ma'am.
word.
You
Let's
are,
let-
yes, ma'am.
Let Roddy have the last word, I guess.
Oh, I always let a lady have the last word.
That's why you're still married.
Yep. End of story.
End of
My
the-
wife always gets the last word. Always.
Falcor wouldn't like that.
No, sometimes she admits that I do, but I like no, I don't want that to happen. I want her to have the last word. I do. But I'm a chatty bugger, and it's
But
I
You're
chat.
you're also whipped, sir.
Yes.
but Falcor is from the never-ending story, so there is no end of story because it never ends.
Right. Right.
Remember-
it never
You
ends.
watch Stranger Things, Grump?
I saw the first, I think, season. I know there's a little girl that her name's a number and she does magic or something.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up, because there's a never-ending story component in later seasons. I think it's season 3. Anyway,
Huh.
where they're singing the song. This guy, one of the characters, has a girlfriend by radio, ham radio, I think, in another state. Before the internet, and he would sing her.
There's still ham radio.
They would sing the theme to Never
still have
Ending
one?
together. It's kind of cute.
You
Anyway.
still have one, Grump? A ham radio?
What do you mean still? No, it's still like amateur radio is still a thing. It's still
Yeah.
Oh, I
for
know. but
emergencies.
You have one yourself, right? You have one yourself?
I was comm guy in the Marine Corps. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Okay.
radios.
Okay.
But he's not
Do you
old
have
enough.
a ham radio, Chance? Do you own one?
No, I should. He's not old enough to have been doing the "Good Morning Vietnam" Robin Williams.
That was one of Robin Williams' best movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that was based on a true story. What was the
Mhm.
name? What was the name of the radio operator that he depicted?
It wasn't. No, he just did a radio show. He wasn't a radio operator.
Okay, radio.
He was.
show.
It was for entertaining the troops. Yeah, he got in trouble or something, and I think I'm honestly not remembering the story all that well.
So Sir Lemon says Mikey would
How
come
we
out and
bring
say,
this
"You're
back-
gone, sir," and bow to Chuck Barris. Well,
This is how we can bring this all full circle about Vietnam and radio shows. Pat Sajak, one of the original hosts of Wheel of Fortune after Chuck Woolery, had a morning show in Vietnam for the troops. He was one of the
He did?
original real life "Good Morning Vietnam" characters,
yeah,
MCs. Anyway, it's true.
yeah.
He was there. He was there fighting the Viet Cong.
Yeah.
I thought it just. I mean, anybody who's done it, especially everybody on the panel right now, anybody who has ran a show of any type, especially being on it and running it, streamers get it essentially. The thing that I remember the most about either the interview with the original guy or with Robin Williams was that the whole reason he did the like draw it way out is so he could get all his settings, like all the pre-show stuff after they were live, or like as soon as he sat down, to get all his settings right.
Okay.
And it's just a good way to draw it out before he had to think about anything.
Right. So here is the name for you, Grumpy and Chance. His name was Adrian Cronauer. He was a real-life U.S. Air Force sergeant and radio personality whose experiences during the Vietnam War inspired the 1987 film Good Morning Vietnam.
I forgot it was 87. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know. Guys, this is not false advertising. Anyone watching on the Nostalgic Podblast channel, my channel, or on Brainbenders Banter, or Mikey. Mikey, are you streaming this to your channel as well?
Oh, no, I did last week.
Okay.
I figured you wanted to do it this week, Chance. So I wanted to let you know.
Though. I don't think there's a limit. But anyway.
No, there isn't a limit. But I'm cool.
I see you just didn't want to flood the waters. That's nice of you. You didn't want it to be many places people can watch this instead of
right. Just pick all the different spots, and I know my brothers here, Lemon and Kevin and Susie, like to all come here. So
moving forward, because I can't do this every week because I'm usually working on Thursday. I'm not tomorrow. So that's why it's actually already Thursday. It's 1:30 in the morning almost. We may have to cut out Jeopardy and just do Wheel depending on when Chrissy comes. We're already an hour into when we're supposed to have gameplay and nothing.
45 minutes.
This is not false advertising, folks. Chrissy's having some technical problems with her internet service.
Roddy says, Chance, can you drop your channel and Mikey yours too?
Yeah, in the chat. Yeah, why not? I'll do that.
Yeah, sure. I can do that.
She is en route.
I'm a charlatan when it comes to self-promotion.
Well, it's good to know that.
Wherever you're watching this, if you have the ability to hit a thumbs up or a like or something, or a subscribe, go ahead and do that. Just aggressively snuggle that like button.
Yeah.
I like the way you
Huggle it, smuggle it, do whatever you need to do. Oh my.
Aggressively.
Aggressively. I love it. That's what we need. An aggressive. Yes.
Just snuggle that like button.
Yeah, okay. Grump has also tied his live into along with Chance. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So my point was, I won't simul stream to your logic if you want to do it next time there, Mikey. I mean, if I'm available the next Thursday, because I do love doing the game show. I just haven't been so doggone busy. I haven't had to sleep,
Oh, yeah.
So late on the East Coast.
Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Well, like I said, sometimes I'll do it. Sometimes I won't, but it depends on the host. So like, if you want me to cross stream when we do the Nostalgic Podblast from now on, I could definitely do that. I have no problems at all with that.
I have no problem with that. We're both so chatty. Poor Grump, he won't get a word in edgewise when we're both on, for goodness sakes.
Bin Talk, thank you. Appreciate it, brother. The way Chrissy and I see it is like, hey, the more places it's live, that's just more exposure. That's just more people seeing it, more people participating, because the way we got it set up is that wherever you're seeing this, you can participate. As soon as she gets back on and we link when she goes live again. Oh no, she is, because it's that's right. It's going through StreamYard, so she is live on Twitch. The key way to, because I use Restream, I go through OBS Studio into Restream. I'm not using StreamYard for broadcasting. The way that we get all of my chat is linked together via a bot that's on all my platforms, and it crosses the chat. So if you say something on Rumble, they'll see it on YouTube and Twitch, and it's all together and consolidated.
So
but then the chat that goes to my Twitch shows up on her Twitch, which shows up inside the StreamYard, and therefore everything goes onto the screen.
Yeah,
that's how we get it to work.
I just want to quickly mention the only thing that my comment isn't reaching is Chance Acting Demo. It's
that's okay. That's okay. We don't need to plug that.
That's
my other channel.
Okay.
You're nice to do that, but Mikey and I are going to be live on Valentine's Day at 5:35 Eastern Time talking about cartoon dogs. I'm calling it Cartoon Canine. So it's who's your favorite? I'd say my number one, just to tease it, would have to be Snoopy. Got to be Snoopy in terms of the all-time great animated dogs. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. This is a game show, but I like Droopy, the dog, and Droopy rhymes with Snoopy. Who came first? We'll find out Saturday. Did
Yeah.
Droopy come first, or did Snoopy come first?
Right.
And they're not brothers from another mother. It's different universes.
Well,
the
well,
Picture
I've
Bowl
always had
universe and
yeah.
the MGM cartoon universe for Droopy.
Right. Well,
And
I've
then you
always
got-
had a personal, like I said, I've always had a personal preference for Underdog, Polly Purebred.
Scooby Doo.
No, Underdog is my dog, man. That's speed, a lightning bolt, the thunder.
Yeah.
Blitz is the name of the dog from the cartoon, the 80s or maybe early 90s cartoon Cops, COPS. There was a canine unit, and that dog's name was Blitz. Also the Paw Patrol, like the whole Paw Patrol. Why not?
Yeah.
Yes.
You even got Blue, in more later years.
We-
Oh,
Clifford and
Bluey.
Marmaduke will
Yep.
be featured Lemon Pie. But then you also have God, there's so many dogs. What about in the Jetsons? The Jetsons had a family animated dog.
Yeah, Astro.
Astro, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, does Dino count? The dog Brontosaurus from the Flintstones? I mean,
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's
Dino.
evolution, man. That's like the Darwinism of dogs in their
That's
universe.
Dino. Yeah. Mhm.
You know.
And,
Okay.
and I will mention to Sir Lemon, when we talk about Clifford, I am definitely, and I mean this, I'm definitely going to talk about John Ritter. He was such a great voice for Clifford up until his death, up until he passed. He, in the later years, Clifford was because I remember John Ritter from Three's Company and how comedic he was, physical comedy, actual comedy, everything he did. And when he voiced Clifford, I was so happy. So yeah,
Yes.
we're going to talk about him for sure.
And Chrissy, Brainbender's banter commander herself,
Yeah.
designed a little thumbnail image for me, and I'll show it to you now. I thought it was
Yeah.
really nice of her.
Oh,
We changed it because at first I said, let's call it the Nostalgic Podcast presents Cartoon Dogs. And I thought canine sounds better. It rolls off the tongue. Cartoon canines. So I'm going to
Cartoon
teach that.
canines.
But there's an example of some immortal animated dogs.
Yeah.
you make it the Nostalgic Pod Blast presents Chance's Cartoon Canines. More alliteration.
Yes.
Jeez. Hey, I appreciate that. That's good.
Yeah, we should do that. Yes, for sure.
I've already bothered and pestered Chrissy enough, though. She did 3 thumbnails for me right before we went live. She did with a K, like K9, like what is it, Cartoon K9s, and I thought that's going to associate with police dogs because Grump, am I wrong? Doesn't that come from police dogs? The term
Little-
K9.
Police or military working dogs generally, yeah.
That's what I
Right.
thought. That's what I thought because it's a play on, of course, the spelling CANIN.
But right, which they did.
Wait, how do you spell it?
K-9. They spell it K dash. Yeah.
K9 CANINE. I probably got that wrong.
Are you sure?
Oh, you got that right. CANINE.
You make me doubt my reality too, you guys. Both of you grumps make me doubt it too.
I'm a spell checker freak show. That's what I was named very first time for my beautiful wife.
What time is this at? Or when is this?
5:35 p.m. Eastern time.
5:35 p.m. Eastern time, my time.
Tomorrow?
What that would be-
It's
no,
also
Saturday.
my time in
On
Toronto.
Valentine's
here.
Day.
So,
Oh, on Valentine's.
Saturday.
And you're welcome to be on the panel if you want to, Grump.
Yeah, you can join us too, Grump. Grump.
Okay, how long you planning on doing on going?
No more than 90 minutes because it's Valentine's Day.
Okay.
I'll be getting-
Yeah, I think I got a take of something I didn't say and y'all haven't either. Of
That's what
Yeah.
I want. Yes, chat or other panelists to chime in. K9.
Yeah.
See, that's how Chrissy thought it would be best. She said to have it say the Nostalgic Pod Blast K9, letter K, number 9, cartoon K9s actually. Cartoon K9. That's what it was.
Go
Yeah, but
Dog
I
Go.
like-
Okay.
I
Bin
like
Talk
Grump's idea.
said, which the chats aren't linked yet, so it's not on the screen. Bin Talk saying, when I was younger, I really liked Go Dog Go. I actually think it was the first book I read, if I remember. Oh, it's a book, not a cartoon. Okay.
See, I was gonna
Indeed.
put up TV dogs too, but you have Rin Tin Tin. But I think I'll just keep it to cartoons and then I'll do a live action dog. But I'm gonna run out of content because there's only so many. But
Where the
there are a
Red
lot.
Fern goes, Old Yeller.
Oh God, Old Yeller. Oh, that breaks my heart.
Make everybody
I don't even think-
Oh,
cry.
that always breaks my
Yeah.
heart.
Get that Onion Ninja in the chat because of Red Fern grows and Old Yeller.
Yeah,
And there was a
Yeah.
dog named Chance in the Jennifer Aniston movie that passed away. Hate to say it, real tearjerker. Anyway,
Yeah.
Wasn't Up
Well,
about
there was
dogs
the
too?
dog. There was the dog from Frasier.
there's so many.
Yeah, there
So-
was, and we can't mention live action dogs without mentioning
Well,
Lassie.
oh gosh, yes. And there's an anime. She's on my animated list.
Yeah,
But
Flipper's
Lassie's really
technically a
neat.
dog too. Then Zero Ohms in the house. Spunky from Rocco's Modern Life. I forgot that there was a dog in Rocco's Modern Life, but yeah, that counts.
That does count too. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, Charles Darwin is talking about Asterix, which was, I believe, that was a Japanese animated dog, or was that live action? I don't know. I think
Is that from Reboot, one of the first 3D animated shows in the 90s?
Asterix?
Was
Yeah,
Asterix Reboot's dog?
Yeah, I
Is
believe
that?
so, yeah.
I never saw the show, but I know
don't
things.
forget,
and there's one I thought of that's animated that was voiced by the great Scatman Crothers, who was a black voice artist and actor, and it was a kung fu dog. Remember that one?
it
I'm not
was
gonna say the
Hong
name.
Kong Fooey. Yeah,
Yes.
number one super guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, the guy in a pink bunny suit on Jackass that was
called
chased by a
Chased by a
Rottweiler.
Rottweiler. There's also the dog that was in the movie Turner and Hooch.
That
with,
would be Hooch, if I
yeah,
recall.
Hooch. Right.
But getting
Well-
back to Lassie
Yeah.
was actually a fella.
And it was
a male
7.
dog.
It was
Yeah.
7 male dogs.
Yes. It was,
Charles
what
Darwin
do they
says
call that?
pet food dog. In Korea.
Misappropriation, I guess gender misappropriation. Wow.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
was a
that's
kung fu
racism.
dog, not- yeah, I know.
Now, Charles Darwin, come on.
Oh, Zero Ohms in the house. Yes. Would Schnarf from Thundercats be considered a pet dog? If Dino is, then yes, that's counting. But wait, he could talk. But Scooby could talk. But Scooby, okay, there's some deep lore on Scooby Doo also. Let's save that for the show.
Save it for the show, yeah. So
We'll save that for the show. Definitely.
There's if you really think about it, there's a lot of animated dogs, more than you realize.
Yeah.
Between TV and film and cartoons and oh my god.
But-
What about Spike and Tom and Jerry? He was animated
Spike,
dog.
yeah, the bulldog,
Foil.
yes.
A foil
I
for Tom.
remember that.
But he
yes.
always took up for Jerry, the little mouse. He protected Jerry
did.
from that tomcat.
Was
Oh,
that the
you
same
mean
dog? It was
Spike?
on like Foghorn Leghorn and other. Yeah, it was the same dog, right?
No, because
They were different properties,
really.
weren't they?
Cartoon property, and Warner Brothers
Yeah.
was Leghorn.
They had a dog like Foghorn. Yeah, they had a dog, a very similar looking dog though. Like it was a big bulldog, but
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they
yeah,
used a lot of the
Trackers.
same animators too. Like Tex Avery went from Warner's to MGM. And,
just bounced around.
Yeah, they bounced
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, Sir Lemon mentioned Tracker's dog, the guy in John Wick 4. Yes, I remember that. Snaggletooth. I think that I know there was a Snagglepuss. There was a Snagglepuss, but I think that was a cat, not really a dog.
In the Roddy, the Grinch's dog is named Max. Come on
Right.
now,
Dog and the Grinch. Yes, the dog's name is Max.
with his single antler that's shaved down. Yeah, come on, that's Max.
Okay. So
Max.
Let me ask you.
Mike,
Ask
if
you
we get too deep in this, we're gonna have to cancel the Saturday show. We're giving ourselves away, but this is fun. Go
Well,
on.
it's just naming them so far.
Yeah.
No, we're just
Right.
naming them. We're not
And-
covering them in more detail. like
and any
we-
content creators out there in chat and on the panel, what's great is it's not a copyright issue because I'm just going to show a photo, which is perfectly fine, of the cartoon
Yep.
dog. I'm
You
gonna
can
have
even
a
do
bunch
more
of
than that,
photos.
as long as it's I mean, you can't just show the cartoon, but if you're doing something for commentary, for educational, there's all kinds of things you can do. But
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
good.
yeah, you can't just
Get
play it. You can show little clips and then have commentary about them. Yeah.
Pause it, talk about it, right? Because I took the little
Yeah.
copyright school. And you're
That's why we
absolutely right.
would love to have you with us, Grump, when we do it on Saturday afternoon.
What would be fun is if the panelists do an impression of some of the dogs too. Those that are willing to do that.
Ruh-roh.
Oh no, that's easy. As I said, right, love you, Ranky. Right,
Crypto from Superman. Yeah, Zero Ohms. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Batman
here's
had
the-
a dog too in the 1968 cartoon.
But here's an
It was
interesting
a mice.
fact.
It was
I
like an
believe
alien.
it was the same. I believe this is a fact. I believe the same guy who voiced Astro in the Jetsons also, I believe, voiced the dog Scooby Doo in the Scooby Doo mysteries.
Ooh, what a good one! This is on my list. The 101 Dalmatians.
Yes,
Name them all.
I'm not
What
going to name them
What about
all.
Pluto? Hey, let's talk about the Walt Disney universe of dogs.
Oh, Pluto, yeah, Pluto's
And
cool.
All of the Goof universe,
And Goofy
they're all
is a dog.
dogs. All of them are
Goofy is a
dogs. The Beagles, the Beagle Boys, everybody from DuckTales that isn't a duck is a dog, if I recall.
Yes,
The Fox and the Hound.
Fox
The
and the
Hound.
Hound, great one. Yes.
There's so many in the Disney universe. Oh my god.
Oh, Lady and the Tramp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Name every dog in Lady of the Tramp. Go.
Oh,
Oh, no. I'm saving it for the show. For my show, I can't.
yeah, Pluto. Yes, yes.
That was a cop out. I can't do it. I'll be honest with you. That was a
No,
cop.
no,
Oh, I'm saving
okay.
it for the show. Yeah, that's a ticket. I'm saving it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Charles Darwin, there was an animated series called Astro Boy, but the original Astro was on the Jetsons.
Yeah, that's a different one.
That's, yeah, totally different.
But they both count.
Well, Astro Boy was not a dog, though. Astro
No,
Boy
he
was
wasn't.
a
He was-
superhero in anime. Early anime stuff, Japanese.
You're right.
And-
I didn't realize that, and you're right.
no, that's okay. That's all
In the
right.
back
I
of my
just wanted
mind,
to-
that information, and you're right. Astro Boy was not a dog. It was a boy.
okay,
boy.
jellyfish. That's not nice.
Ooh.
Bintok, Courage the Cowardly Dog. There you go. That's definitely a cartoon dog. I never saw it, but that is one.
Right?
Now I'm thinking of what I've researched.
Oh no.
I know. Come on, Chrissy. I don't think we'll have time to do Jeopardy and Wheel. I don't think we're gonna have time to do that. It's 1:40 a.m. my time. Oh well. Who keeps saying why does Charles keep saying piss on the Jetsons? What's your beef with the Jetsons? Did you know, Grump, the Jetsons only lasted like one season, not even 30 episodes. The original run, the network TV on ABC. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
If you think back, also, just how long a season of a show used to be, and now a season is like 6 episodes. But this is also like half hour, essentially 22 minutes of toy ads. Not the Jetsons, but like Transformers, G.I. Joe, Rainbow Bright, all like My Little Pony, I think. All those like 80s into 90s shows that were marketing. But yeah, like 60 episodes in a season is like wild these days. Maybe not for a daytime, like, you know, because they're doing a show every day.
Hanna-Barbera, and they had Top Cat, only lasted 1 year, 30 episodes. Top Cat, which is not a dog.
Snidely Whiplash.
Yeah.
Oh, Mudley, Snidely Whiplash's dog.
Yes.
I think my favorite part of the Hanna-Barbera was the races, but that's just what I remember the most. Was there a dog in Bullwinkle? I don't think there was.
And Rocky and Bullwinkle. I don't think.
Yeah, in the show, I don't think there was a regularly occurring dog. There was like a lion inside the hat.
Get this, my friend. The Jetsons only had 24 episodes, and you're right. Back then, and this is from 1962 to 63 season. You're right. That's a low number for back then, because like the Patty Duke Show season 1, just because I know this top of my head, had like 36 episodes, and before that, like James Garner in Maverick, there'd be like 40 some episodes a season, and Gunsmoke and all. Yeah, but there's only 24
wild
episodes of the Jetsons. Unbelievable. And then they did have a season in the 80s. This list calls it season 2, but it was syndicated from 1985 until 1987. And I digress.
Well, I did confirm that Don Messick was the one who voiced Astro in the Jetsons and Scooby-Doo in the beginning for the Scooby-Doo mysteries.
That's another topic I'm going to do is the great voiceover artists of cartoons like Paul Frees, who also voiced the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland and Disney World. Great voice.
Yes.
There's so many great voice talents.
And then Frank Welker took over from Messick after he retired. So.
Frank Welker was like half of the almost half of the voices you remember from the 80s and 90s in the cartoon.
Yeah.
The Jetsons are weak
sauce.
sauce. And he doesn't like Rocky and Bullwinkle either.
Oh, come on. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Rocky the Flying Squirrel.
I met June Foray, who voiced that character in New York City in Labor Day weekend 2000.
Nice.
At a convention. She was so nice. Grace Lee Whitney was there, who was Yeoman Rand in the original Star Trek, as you know. Martin Landau was supposed to be there. He canceled to see his daughter Juliet in a play in Los Angeles. I was so upset. Anyway, but I finally met him on the set. But anyway, this isn't, nobody cares. The Anna Nicole Smith movie.
Yeah.
He played the rich guy that Anna Nicole married, like in real life. Marshall, what's his name? Anyway, I met him on the set.
I'm jealous that you got to meet June Foray.
Oh, she was so. I have it on video. I need to put that on my channel. I shot with a camcorder the whole thing.
I love June Foray's voice.
It was on a panel. It was a very intimate, small group, and I'm like in the front row. Yeah.
Well, I saw this documentary on YouTube about Mel Blanc, right, the man of 1,000 voices, and June Foray was like his right-hand woman. Like if there was anybody that could voice a character, it was Mel. And if there was any female that could voice a character, it was June. And they were like
he was the original voice of Woody Woodpecker for just 5 shorts or so, and then it went to Lance's wife. They didn't want people to know in the public that a woman was voicing Woody Woodpecker.
Right.
And it was a top guy and creator's wife. Look here, Taco Bell dog, that Chihuahua, but not animated. That was a live action dog. Slight correction, Roddy. I don't think that dog was ever animated, or am I wrong? Was there a Taco Bell cartoon?
Commercials.
Animated, but it was live action. It was a real dog.
It was a mix of live action and animation, right? It was it was a live action Chihuahua, and then it spoke, and Taco Bell dog said, "Yo quiero Taco Bell."
Right. Hey, look at this random comment, fellas, from Charles Darwin. I missed the dude from Police Academy. Who? Gutenberg? Steve Gutenberg? I mean, which guy? There were a lot of guys in Police Academy movies.
He might be referring to Michael Winslow, who I'm a friend with on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, the man of 1,000 sound effects.
Yes.
Yeah, he can do all those weird sounds.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Hey, Lemon Pie, don't undo those. There's a reason. I'm gonna let that all simmer down.
Oh, I don't. Did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have a dog?
They do?
Question. No, it's a question for us, for the panel.
Oh, I don't think they do.
They didn't in the cartoon. There were mousers, which are kind of like little critter things. They were robots, though. They weren't. They're 2-legged.
Robot. Yeah, Michael Winslow. Yeah.
The neutrinos. I want to say had a dog, which was like these alien teenagers on the original TMNT cartoon.
Yeah,
I think I remember them having I might be making that up though.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible that in my old age that I'm inserting that.
Yeah.
And it never happened.
Yeah, he says I've got a few dogs, we'll get another one. But Roddy did mention All Dogs Go to Heaven, which was voiced by the late Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise, which is just a great animated film.
Right on, right on. Well, the weirdest, this is not dogs, but I thought the magpies, Heckle and Jekyll, were kind of weird. Those are weird cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I digress.
The ones that never seen an elephant fly? Is that them?
No. Dumbo? No, those were the birds. Those were the birds.
They were birds.
Yeah, they're crows.
They reminded me of Spy versus Spy in Mad Magazine.
Ooh.
Did you ever read Mad Magazine there, Grump?
I never read Mad Magazine. I was very aware of it. Alfred Newman. But I remember playing the Spy versus Spy game on the original NES Nintendo.
18 months. For her to say those lines and for Burt Reynolds to say the lines.
Wow.
Because she was murdered.
Oh, unalive, hoodie. Unalive.
Unalive.
Yeah.
Did they find that lady's mom? Her body?
No. We were just talking about when we mentioned about All Dogs Go to Heaven, the young lady's voice that's in the movie was actually made unalive. Somebody did something to her a few months after the movie came out. So,
Oh.
before it came out. I'm sorry, honey. Yeah, before.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, Beastman was definitely Skeletor's dog. Yes.
Yes, he was.
Universe. Good
He
one.
technically was. We have to do that.
Did the Smurfs have a dog? Just throwing it out there.
It's PSA. So just much like knives, elves, dwarves, leaves, milves, the plural for Smurf is Smurvs. Smurvs.
I love Mad Magazine. Me too. I still have my collection. They're beat up. I love the fold-ins, the Mad fold-ins, centerfold. Oh, Mad Magazine's great, man. I even like Crazy Magazine, a ripoff, and Cracked Magazine. You know, they were the big like knockoffs of Mad. Yeah.
I no. Well, I hope I'm not misspelling Dom DeLuise's or full name, but that's
correct. You got it right.
Yeah, okay.
You got it right.
Good.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I want to say he was also Mario in the original like Mario TV show, like the live action one where they would be the plumbers in the basement,
and then Mario and Luigi,
and then play the cartoon, either the Mario or Zelda cartoon. No, he was Mario. Luigi was somebody else. I think it was Dom DeLuise. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I know Chance and I had mentioned Dom DeLuise. He was the Pope in Johnny Dangerously, and I am the Pope.
Yes. The Smurfs. I had the little toy Smurfs. Smurfs. They smelled like a garden hose.
Are you saying Smurfs?
Smurfs. It's with a V.
Smurfs. Like curves? You're saying Smurfs like curves.
Yeah, Smurfs.
That's not what they were.
That's the plural.
That is not the plural.
Not knife turns into knives. Elf turns into elves.
Yes,
Leaf turns into leaves. Smurf turns into smurfs. VES, the ending in F turns into VES. That's how the plural works.
Grumble, I know grammatically you're correct, but shelves.
There you go, shelf.
He's won this argument, Mikey. Let's be honest.
Okay, all I wanted to mention to him was they never said Smurfs like curves. They just said it as Smurfs, like with an S at the end, which is grammatically incorrect. You are right about that. So.
This is the rule.
Smurfs, Grumble, you're wrong.
No, he didn't say I'm incorrect. He just said Grumple's wrong.
Grumple's wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh man.
Mises, yeah.
Lots of fun here. Moose is not Mies.
It's Mises.
I've never heard them.
I forgot my hot take one. I got a second one. I'm writing it down. I forgot the hot take one.
Anyone tuning in late, we're trying to get Wheel of Fortune going. We're trying to get our game show going. You've not been sold a bad bit of goods with the headline. We're not trying to mislead anybody. We had some technical problems.
Yeah.
So we digressed.
This is the longest we're having some fun. Yeah, we're having fun until Chrissy comes, and then we'll take you all on.
She is en route. Apparently still.
Smears. Who are Smears, Ben Talk?
Smeeveses. That's a half moose, half Smurf.
Smeeveses. There's an R. There's an R in there though.
Now you're reminding me of the Muppets.
Smearvis.
That Swedish chef. That sounds like something he'd say.
By the way, you all know that Seth Rogen brought back the Muppet Show. You know this, right? Yeah,
I heard that. I know that.
Have you seen it? I haven't seen it yet.
It's the software and her internet. Like Chrissy got hit with a double whammy. BBB, her internet was screwing up, as was her software. So we can't see the board.
Yeah.
We're dying to play against you guys in the chat.
We definitely are.
Before you go to sleep, stay with us. We're going to bring the game to you very soon.
And we can always hit them with trivia questions too.
Oh, for sure. Why don't we? Why don't you pull some up? What kind of theme? You want to do candy bar trivia?
Well, I was gonna stick with the Clint Eastwood movies we were going to discuss.
Well, I mean that's one of the categories for the game. We probably shouldn't talk about that too much. Yeah, just to keep the game more fun.
You're right. Oh, look at this question. Was there a Muppet dog or a Sesame Street dog?
Rolf. Rolf was the dog. He played piano on the Muppets and the
On
Muppet Babies.
Show.
Also,
And the Muppet Show. Yeah, and the Muppet Babies.
But not a cartoon.
But there was
for
an
my-
yeah.
Yeah.
But there was an oversized dog that they used for the what was that?
Fraggle
The
Rocks.
one- yeah, Fraggle
The
Rock.
Fraggle Rocks. The human guy had a dog.
Had a dog. That was a Muppet. Yeah, a Muppet
Not a
dog.
cartoon, but it's a puppet.
Right, not a cartoon, but it was a Muppet dog. Yeah.
I think it was a real dog actually.
Was it? A
I
real
don't
dog?
remember. Yeah, because they were Muppets. There was a
No.
cartoon also, but
Well, I thought the dog was a big, oversized Muppet. I don't.
You
think
know
it
who
was
should have
real.
had a dog but didn't? The Adams Family.
Oh yeah,
well, they had Thing and
No.
Cousin It. That's close.
Cousin It's kind of a furry. Yeah. Well, and then of course
Cousin It's kind
and
of
the
better than dog.
Munsters. But then the Munsters had Spot, the dragon that was named after a dog's name, Spot. Yeah.
Chrissy,
That was the Munsters that had that.
I don't know what this picture is of. I'm not sure if she can see right now.
Well, Rolf. which
She is having still
oh,
technical difficulties again.
Yeah. Fraggle Rock is good. Yeah.
Down Fraggle Rock.
Down in Fraggle Rock.
When I was a kid on HBO, when it debuted in the 80s, that was a great show.
Yeah, I love Fraggle Rock. What was the name of the guy who took trips?
Thing.
The guy who took trips. What was his name? The one that would go on these crazy trips and talk about people and stuff.
Go on trips.
No, they had a Fraggle who was an explorer. He went out in the real world. They shot some like live action stuff. with him.
Dozer? Oh no, that was they dug.
No.
The Munsters
Oh,
sucked. Says
no, they
Charles
did
Darwin.
not suck. No, they didn't. Come on, Charles Darwin. You're not real. You would not say that. That's
Dig
not no.
through the ditches and burn through the witches, slammed in the back of my Dragula.
Oh, now you're quoting Rob Zombie? Come on now.
I had a Munsters.
It was about the
comic book.
monsters. Yeah.
Rob Zombie. Let's see.
Chrissy got a kick out of when I did that one on one karaoke night.
I like karaoke.
Okay.
Monsters were a discount Adams Family, says Charles Darwin. The Adams Family were first because they were cartoons in the New Yorker magazine.
Okay.
Charles Adams.
Okay. So
And they even debuted on TV before the Monsters, but just by a few days on ABC. The Adams Family debuted before the Monsters did. I got it.
okay, so originally the original Fraggle Rock ran from 1983 to 1987. Then there is a Fraggle Rock called Back to the Rock, which started in 2022 as a reboot series, and it's still running to today. And the same guy who voiced Uncle Traveling Matt was Dave Goelz. So yeah,
Rome in the
name.
house. Yes.
Yeah.
Rome has an additional question for trivia to add. What is the airspeed of an unladen swallow?
Unladen swallow?
Yeah.
And airspeed.
The bird.
Are we talking kilometers per hour? Or miles?
You got it wrong.
It's unladen, so it's not flying, right?
Chance?
I'm going to go with what Mikey said. Are we both wrong? Or
Yeah.
okay,
The
what's
correct
answer?
response, the correct answer is an African or European swallow.
Oh,
Love it.
African or
What?
European swallow. Okay.
Two somebodies don't get the reference. So,
I
okay.
get the unladen part, probably.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rome got it. Caldi.
Well, I think Charles Darwin is calling the Munsters a discount Adams Family because the family dynamic for both was similar. They were just in two different. Well, the houses were similar. The creatures were kind of different because, like you said, you had you had Thing, which was in the Addams Family, but then you had Spot, who's the big dragon that lives underneath the stairs.
Whose hand played
And the-
Thing in the original Adams Family?
That was Ted Cassidy's hand.
Lurch. You
Lurch,
rag.
yeah.
It was him. He did double duty.
Right.
We have an update from Chris. I mean, BBB, Brain Bender's Banner. Do you see that? Did she text you as well, Grump?
I mean, yeah, she's been sending me updates, which
I
it's
said, should I call
not
it?
great.
She says, call it. I'll take the computer in to borrow or call Grump, whatever that means. So I don't know. Should we keep going and just? I hate to not do a game show, but if her computer's off, what can we do?
Well, like I said, we can always challenge the chat with trivia.
Okay, it's not as
I
cool.
mean, if it's a trivia night, that's what I was thinking myself.
Yeah, I don't want to disappoint anyone who tuned in expecting a game show.
Right.
But it's Chrissy's. It originates from Chrissy's stream, so I got to make sure she's cool with that.
Right.
But I could get some questions, fellas. Let's talk about it. And with the chat, what kind of trivia do you want to play?
Bellatrix Fairy in the house. Welcome in. Rome is short. The answer is Clark Gable. She has assured me.
Well, yeah.
That the answer is Clark Gable.
Not bad.
That's right. I knew that.
Antolino assures it.
It's almost 2 in the morning.
Did you set it for 8?
I can put the questions on the screen. Like if you guys, if we can all agree on like a topic, like do you want to do like candy trivia? Do you want to do? I don't want to come up with a category that might be used later in Jeopardy on our game night, your game night. So I don't know. Do you want to do like a soda pop trivia game? I'm just spitballing here. Sports. Right. I don't know if you don't want to do sports trivia, movie trivia. Music.
Well, when it comes to sports trivia, I'll take care of that.
I know. But music, I think, is universal. Yeah, Underdog's on my list. Roddy is one of the great animated dogs. That's one of Mikey's favorites too.
It is. He's actually my all-time favorite, voiced by the rest in peace Wally Cox. Great actor. Just very well done.
Don't want to do comic book trivia because that would be unfair because that's my wheelhouse. So that's out.
Well, there was also, they had Droopy Dog Ears. It was the group that went after those Indians, the animated, you guys remember the animated Indians from the Fractured Fairy Tales?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those guys. Yeah.
Let's ask the chat. These are not drugs. No, these are candy hearts for Valentine's Day.
Nice.
The conversation hearts. I want to ask the chat and the panel. You may not like them anymore, right? But when you did like them, when you were a kid, you ever liked these candy hearts? What were your favorite? Brock's, or did you like the Nico wafer ones that tasted more like candy cigarettes that were kind of bad in your teeth? These are more chalky. These are the Brock's. And did you like the little ones or the big ones? Remember the big Valentine's Day hearts, the larger Brock's?
Yeah.
Those are Tums with sugar in them, aren't they, essentially?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, but they're in a heart-shaped form. Yeah.
It's chalky, but yeah.
They
should make naughty ones for adults. You know, they have like adult Halloween costume parties and stuff. Oh, Brains Bender's banter is back, I think. What's going on?
No, we're doing a quiz. I'm sorry, Chance. We're doing a quiz. What is this? What is this called?
Is it a crocodile or an alligator?
What is for chat too? Get your answers in.
Let chat do it.
We'll name a winner.
Is it a croc or an alley?
What is it?
What is it? Or neither. None of the above. It could be a trick question. Grump loves those trick questions. He's good at that.
Well, I would have said it's a freshwater crocodile.
Abrams in the house says kitty. Bintox scaled duck. Caldy says that's a duck.
That is not a duck.
We got.
Roddy says it's a croc.
We got croc. We got scald. Oh, Bintock all over the place. Scald duck.
Scale duck.
We got Waldy. That's. We've got the correct answer. Sierra with swamp puppy. That is the correct answer. Yes, ma'am. You win.
Ding, 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 ding. That's pretty damn good.
15 points to Gryffindor.
And it ties into our dog conversation. Puppy. I love it.
Puppies. Yeah. Charles says, I'm an Aussie and I will eat that alligator. I know you would. I know you would, Charles. Yeah.
I want to say this real quick. I called into a radio show over the weekend, and the subject was Tom Jones, the singer Tom Jones. And this radio host was claiming that Tom Jones was the performer that first got ladies to throw underwear, their panties, onto the stage.
Yes.
I don't think that's true. I think Elvis Presley was the first one that commanded that response, or didn't
I
command.
believe you're right. No, I believe you're right, Chance.
It's Elvis.
My memory, according to the memory that my mother, because my mom was a huge Elvis Presley fan, really was. As far as I understand it, it was Elvis initially who had panties and bras thrown up on stage.
I think so. That's what I read too. But
And
I'm not
then-
going to take the show.
And then
into
Tom
order.
Jones later on duplicated that, except that he wanted panties. I don't think he wanted the bras.
But about Tom Jones, okay, the show is called
Underwear.
BK on the Air in Cartersville, Georgia. It's on Saturdays, 10 a.m. to noon, and it's a pop culture show. But
Cool.
anyway, this guy Alan Sanders said that it was Tom Jones that first got experienced women throwing underwear on the stage. But then I said, okay, so then I call in. I go, wait a minute, you mentioned Tom Jones. You did not mention. You talked about all these songs he sang. You didn't mention Thunderball. He was the first male James Bond vocalist after Goldfinger, Shirley Bassey.
Right.
And I was thinking, and I said on the air, I said, man, he was one of a handful of male vocalists, along with Duran Duran, with View to a Kill in 1985. There weren't many guys. And of course, you had Paul McCartney, Live and Let Die. But yeah, there's a few men that got songs, but mostly it was women. And I preferred the female vocalists because you'd have the silhouettes of the half-naked ladies on the screen, at least in the Roger Moore years. And I don't know, I thought it fit better with a female vocalist.
Yeah. Now,
What's your favorite James Bond theme, Mikey, or theme song, or song?
Oh, that's easy. Chris Cornell, You Know My Name, from the reboot. Well, when they brought Daniel Craig in as James Bond, my friend Chris Cornell's song, You Know My Name. Yeah.
That
it's the
is an
best one.
unusual choice. There's no wrong answers. That's an
Yeah,
unusual choice.
I know. But here's an interesting
Well, some
fact for
answers are
your
wrong.
information. Here's an interesting fact. One of the artists that would have sang Thunderball was Anthony Newley. He would have sang it. Can you imagine him singing it instead of Tom Jones? Tom Jones was basically a last-minute choice. He really was.
Those are drugs. No, it's Brock's candies. I'm sorry.
It's Brock's candies.
It looks like dope.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's Tums.
I like Carly Simon. Nobody Does It Better. That wasn't my favorite, but I like that one a lot. That was
Right.
probably the best Roger Moore James Bond movie too. The one that introduced Jaws, the villain with the steel teeth, and he was
Yes.
also in Moonraker. Only 2 Bond films had the character of Jaws. Richard Keel was the actor, the giant
Right.
actor who played him.
Well, maybe the chat knows this. Shirley Bassey did actually 3 Bond themes. Can you name all 3 that she sang?
I can, but I'll let the chat answer.
Yeah, I'm going to ask the chat. So, Shirley Bassey did 3 Bond themes. She's the only artist to do 3.
And I
So,
thought it was just 2. You're saying 3.
she did 3.
Okay.
3. I know the answer. So,
Well, I've already said one of them. So one of them I won't.
you said
reveal
one
the-
of them, yes.
I said
But
one
there
of
were
them.
2 others she did, yes.
Goldfinger.
Caldy says Ookie from the Mud People was the very first that was called Panty Thrower back in the year 20 trillion BC. That's Caldy.
What? Caldy?
When I hear BC, I think Raquel Welch. I don't know why. Whenever I
Okay,
hear before Christ, BC, I think of.
Okay, should I go ahead and answer for the chat?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, all right. So the first theme song she did was for Goldfinger back in 1964. Then in 1971, I'm sorry. In 71, she did Diamonds Are Forever. That was the last one that Sir Sean Connery officially showed up in until he did Never Say Never Again later on. And the third and final theme song she did was Moonraker in 1979.
Yes.
So she did 3 theme songs. Yeah.
Yes. Now, what do you think is the worst James Bond song? Billie Eilish?
No, you'd be surprised.
Probably.
Madonna in Die Another Day.
I think I agree with you, Madonna, and I'm a Madonna fan. But
I'm not a big Madonna fan.
Chance, why don't you strike a pose?
Chance,
No, I
strict
can't.
pose.
I'm not gonna do it. What about?
Oh, not a real fan.
What about Tina Turner? I've seen her in concert. I saw the Like a Virgin tour when I was a kid. I saw her in 2016. But what about Tina Turner? Golden Eye. That was kind of an annoying one.
Yeah, but
The
you know
first one
who
with Pierce
wrote?
Brosnan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but here's a trivia question: do you know who wrote the song for Tina Turner to sing it?
Tell us.
It
I
was
don't know.
U2. It was The Edge and Bono that wrote the lyrics
Oh,
for
yeah.
Tina Turner.
Yeah. And in terms of the male singers, don't forget Aha. I think they did the Timothy Dalton movie.
Yeah, they did
One
the
of the
Living
two.
Daylights. The
Yeah.
Living Daylights. Yeah,
I like that
and
one.
it was actually, here's a cool fact. It was actually
Oh,
the guy, the one that used to write the theme songs, not the original Bond theme, which is Monty Norman, but John Barry. John Barry personally recommended Aha after what he saw from Take on Me.
And wasn't that weird? They had two male British bands back to back. You had Duran Duran in '85 with View to a Kill, and then in '87 Living Daylights. That's kind of weird.
Is that
You know,
cool? And I
cool. It's kinda
like
weird
View,
when you
and
think
I
about
love View to a Kill from Duran Duran.
Charles Darwin says Madonna was hot in Dick Tracy. Yeah, she was.
Okay,
I forgot she was in Dick Tracy.
I don't agree there, but yeah, but okay.
I always liked her music video for Material Girl, where she's doing a Marilyn Monroe thing. She looks so sexy in that.
Well, you know what? Charles Darwin forgot that Madonna was also in Desperately Seeking Susan with Rosanna Arquette.
Oh yeah, terrible movie.
Terrible movie.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she was in with her husband Sean Penn in a movie that Sir George Harrison directed, right? And that was that called Shanghai Nights or some kind of thing like that?
No.
Yeah.
Shanghai Noon.
Was it Shanghai Noon?
No.
No.
That's a different movie.
Yeah, that's definitely a different movie.
Shanghai Surprise. No.
Shanghai Surprise. That's it.
Okay. No.
That was a bad one. Yeah. I think Sean Penn really, to this day, I think he really regretted that one. Yeah. So, of course, then again, he did the biography film Milk, based on Harvey Milk, who was in San Francisco, was one of those activists. And that was Sean Penn who did the role for that. So.
See, I think it was funny because that was a parody. The original was MILF based on Harvey Milf.
Oh, yeah.
Are you funny? Oh, man.
Just because the bot brought it up, I don't. Super brief grift testing timeout. I have a sponsorship right now with Doomsday Last Survivors. It's a mobile game. I have not vetted it. Don't download it yet. I have not vetted it yet on whether or not it's how much of your information it steals because it's a mobile game. But it is sponsorship, so I'm testing it.
Yeah.
It's like up my alley. If it doesn't steal any information, it's like, hey, this is up my alley. This looks like something that might be interesting.
Right.
I think
Sean Penn married Madonna. Was he drunk at the time? He's probably high if he was still in Jeff Spicoli mode.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, if he was still in Spicoli. Yeah.
Unfortunately, he slapped her around allegedly.
Well, I heard that
they
too.
divorced.
He slapped around Stacy's mom?
No.
I love that song.
Fountains of Wayne.
Spicoli slapped around Stacy's mom?
Fountains of Wayne did not slap Stacy's mom. Come on.
Yeah.
No, Spicoli.
Oh, Spicoli? No, he never.
Did he slap
no.
Stacy's mom? That's tragic.
No, he didn't.
Dude,
He
they
didn't.
had scenes that were made just for the TV version of Fast Times, just like they did with National Lampoon's Vacation, the very first one, that were
Right.
very unusual to say the least.
Right.
You know, remember they actually would shoot Mikey scenes like a clean version for TV. Like they wouldn't just bleep out the word. They'd have a whole different take. You know, like the Zippity Doo Dah speech by Clark Griswold.
Right.
Not quite as funny in the network CBS version.
No, because they had to edit out. Right. I remember that, but yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, if y'all want something that's a trip, speaking of different versions, check out MASH, right? Without the laugh track.
Yes.
It's a lot better.
The TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the legendary TV show that I think it still has the record for like the most terrestrial views of a show ever.
Yeah.
Like, and it was in
And
the
I
80s.
know
Yeah.
their
How
finale.
bad the show is without the laugh track. Like even
For the finale
Friends,
show, yeah.
hate to say it, Friends, which is beloved, but if you watch these shows without the audience or the laughter, the jokes fall flat without the laugh track or the laughter. But yeah, they took
MASH
away
is
the
way
laugh-
better
But
without
you
it.
know, MASH, they actually, as you know this, they didn't allow the laugh track in the operating room scenes. That was the only part where there was no laugh track in MASH. In the operating room, it was a rule.
I most recently saw it without the laugh track, so I wouldn't know that it wasn't there. But yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense because that's a very serious. Let's not do that. That would be a faux pas, as they say.
Yeah,
Well, as
in
far-
the latter seasons, they got rid of the laugh track entirely in MASH. They
Right.
did. They got viewer complaints,
As
and they
far as-
eliminated it.
Yeah. Now, as of this year, right? Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen is still the most watched episode of all time. The final MASH episode.
It beat.
Yeah,
Who
that's what
Shot
I was.
JR.
That's what I was talking about. The final episode of MASH was, I believe, the most watched of any terrestrial TV broadcast ever of any show that when it was first aired. Yeah.
The records stand like this: Beatles on Ed Sullivan set a terrestrial ratings record. Then that was beaten by The Final Fugitive on August 29th, 1967 on ABC, The Judgment Part 2. Then on November 21st, 1980, my 10th birthday, I'm old, Who Shot JR Resolution episode in season 4 of Dallas blew out The Last Fugitive. And then the Farewell, Goodbye, Final MASH,
Goodbye, Farewell, Amen. and
Amen, beat Who Shot JR, which is also on CBS. Fugitive was ABC, but those last two were CBS, the Dallas record and then the one for MASH.
You know what? It makes sense because cable was coming into fashion. So
That's right.
there wouldn't have been any more like giant broadcast, over the air.
Right.
I don't think any cable show ever reached those numbers either. But I mean, I don't think that was in the metric of that it's never been beaten, and it's never going to be now.
Great point. And that was before Fox. Fox debuted in 1986, the Fox network, and the final MASH was 1983, February 83.
Right.
Before, so there was just three networks. The point is there was ABC, NBC. You still had cable. You had HBO began in the 70s, and you had Showtime. I mean, you had pay cable, and there was cable TV, of course. Because like Ted Turner was the pioneer there with WTBS, WTCG, Superstation, and then Chicago WGN in terms of basic cable, and WOR, Secaucus, New Jersey, and New York. That was another superstation. Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, but now Charles Darwin said that Klinger failed to come home. That is correct because he stayed behind in the finale to marry the Korean girl that was there. But I thought he came back in the spinoff after MASH because I know Harry Morgan was in that, William Christopher was in that,
as the preacher. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
and of course Maxwell Klinger. Jamie Farquhar.
And of course, Radar quit more than people realize. The actor Gary Berghoff, who played Radar, he quit the show. Never should have. The biggest loser was McLean Stevenson, who asked to be written off the show in that helicopter crash incident. Because everything he ever did after that was a failure. The only thing that lasted more than a season and a half was Hello Larry, a spinoff of Different Strokes.
Yeah, no, Roddy, that was the first before Harry Morgan. McLean Stevenson was the one that crashed in the helicopter. He was flying back from Tokyo.
Yes, he demanded to be off the hit show MASH. What an idiot! Because
Silly.
he would have been getting that paycheck for season after season. Absolutely, it would have. And then he did like Match Game in the worst years, like the final years of Match Game. Like everything he did was just a dud after MASH.
So there's a funny thing that happened in the last, I don't know if it was 10, 15 years ago. So Fox owned MASH, right? And then Disney bought Fox.
Yes.
So now technically, okay, follow me here, Klinger is a Disney princess.
He is with all the times he dressed up. Yes, he's the first inkling of a live action
Technically,
Disney
legally.
princess. Yes.
And
Yes.
metaphorically, Klinger is a Disney princess.
It's hilarious. You're right.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Look at this question from Roddy. I don't know what she's talking about. Who's the person that passed away when they were going home?
Well, we just said that. What was McLean?
Stevenson.
What was McLean Stevenson's name in that?
The character name?
Yeah.
Oh, it was the pressure. I'm blanking out. I'm blanking out.
That's a good trivia question, though. What was McLean Stevenson's character name in MASH? He was the first leader of the camp.
Corporal. Oh man, hang on.
No. I'll tell you what. I'll look it up while they're trying to, because I want you guys to guess it. But I'll look it up. I won't say, but.
Well, I'm cheating because I can't remember, and I feel like an idiot. I
We're
know
cheating at the
in my
same
head somewhere.
time. Oh man. Oh God. Okay.
Potter, wasn't it? I'm not, and that hit.
No. Potter was Harry Morgan.
That's right.
He was Colonel Potter.
Oh, it was Blake, Lieutenant Colonel Henry Blake.
Henry Blake. There we go. Okay.
Henry Blake.
Just saved me having to type all that in.
Oh, the first one, the first colonel. Yeah.
Yeah, Henry Blake.
The first seasons were the best, I think. I mean, it was consistently good, but I didn't really like Mike Farrell's character. I just didn't like his personality. BJ Honeycutt.
BJ Honeycutt, yeah.
He's just kind of a dopey character.
What was the actor's name before BJ came?
That was Frank. That was Frank. He replaced Frank. No, he did not. Winchester replaced Frank as the asshole.
Right.
The a-hole. It was
Winchester. Okay.
Yeah, that took
Winchester
over
was Winchester replaced Frank, who was the actor was Larry Linville.
Right.
Winchester was played by David Ogden Steers.
It was Hot Lips' boyfriend. All right, I'll shut up. Sorry, you're going. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm fine. But I was trying to remember who was Hawkeye Pierce's friend before Honeycutt came.
Oh, that was Wayne Rogers who played
Wayne
that.
Rogers. Yeah.
Wayne Rogers is the actor.
And what was his character name?
Oh God! See, you did it to me again. I know it, but it's a mental block at this point. Someone in chat, help us out.
I'll help you guys out. I'll look it up again.
I know what it was. Well, not BJ. That was the other guy. Let me think.
No. Hold on. Okay. I love Brave. Brave is a great server. Okay. He was Captain Trapper John McIntyre.
Trapper John, MD.
Trapper John, yeah. Trapper John McIntyre. Yeah. And then technically Trapper John was the spin-off of that, right?
Here's some trivia then. Who stayed the whole run of MASH? Which actor stayed the whole time?
Radar and Alan Alma, because
Radar did not. Radar left.
Alan,
Radar.
it was Hawkeye. Here's a fun fact. Well, Hawkeye, Alan Alma's character, the show MASH was based on a book written by the character who Alan Alma played, with Hawkeye played. And fun fact, I learned this after he died, but my uncle, he was a surgeon in the Korean War. He went to military medical school, I guess. Like they were already doctors, but he went to like whatever with the guy who wrote the book. I learned that after he got dementia towards the end and before he passed away. But I thought that was really cool. Like, oh man, that would have been cool to talk to him before I couldn't anymore.
Oh, yeah. There's only two people I can think of that lasted the entire. Though I might be wrong about one of them. The one I'm thinking of is Loretta Swit, who played Hot Lips Houlihan.
You're correct. You're correct. There's more than.
Did Klinger not?
Yeah.
He
was there
the whole time. I thought. Oh no, Radar left and Klinger took over that role too.
It's the communications. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there was also Alan Alda. I know he was in every episode.
Speaking of trivia and Radar, what was Radar's character? What was the character of Radar's favorite brand of soda? Orange and grape soda. There was a brand. It was a real brand too. It's kind of an outdated brand.
Oh, and
Remember?
it started. Did it start with the letter M?
Knee-high.
Oh,
Close.
knee high, and then she got
Knee
it.
high.
Knee
You
high.
got it. Knee high.
Yay!
Knee
Good
high
job,
soda
Bert,
pop.
baby.
Good job.
Great knee high. Yes.
Oh, Rome
Good
got
job,
it too.
man.
Hot Lips Houlihan. Yeah.
Hot
Yeah.
Lips Houlihan.
But my
Who
wife got
played Hot
the
Lips
name
in the
of
movie?
soda.
Who
Yeah.
played Hot Lips in the movie MASH? Which actress?
That was
Don't
played
look
by
it up.
Sally Kellerman.
You know it. Yep, Sally Kellerman. That's right.
But the only person who went from the movie to the series was Gary Berghoff as Radar.
That's right.
The only one.
You know what? That's got to be the best TV show based on a movie that was better than the movie. The movie was good too.
The
But
movies is great. I love Donald Sutherland as Hawkeye Pierce.
with the exception of Battlestar Galactica, which was a good ripoff of Star Wars, in my opinion. The original.
Yeah.
Not many. Like there was a 9 to 5 TV show with Sally Struthers as
Yeah.
the character played by Dolly Parton, and it was weird. There's a lot of weird. That's a topic for a pod blast I've got to do. Good and
Yeah.
bad TV shows based on popular movies. That's a good topic because
Yeah.
there's a lot, and there's a
Yeah,
lot of
no.
ripoffs.
Right. Now, Charles Darwin is saying the only person I want to have a conversation with was a dude at Dunkirk, but he died. Well, there are a few people. Okay, you guys remember when Christopher Nolan did a movie about Dunkirk, calling it Dunkirk, and he actually talked to some of the survivors from the soldiers that had to evacuate Dunkirk when the Germans were closing in. So he did talk to some people and got some of their background accounts of what happened during that day. And then he used that in the movie. I think it's a great movie. Suzanne and I saw it. Christopher Nolan's Dunkirk. I think it was done really well. I really did too.
Good. Well, all right. That makes one of us. Good.
It was good. I thought it was good.
I didn't like the movie that Nolan did during COVID. Like the first movie to hit movie theaters during COVID. I forgot what it was called. It was just awful. I blocked it out of my memory.
Batman.
Because Denzel Washington's son was one of the stars in it, and he could not act, unlike his dad.
Unfortunately.
Wait, Christopher Nolan did things that weren't Batman?
Yes, he did.
I don't
He
think
did a
that's
few-
I don't think that's right. I think he only did
Yeah,
Batman.
Christopher Nolan did some decent films that were not Batman. Okay. Yeah.
How about Christian Bale as Batman? I can do an impression, but you got to cover your. Well, I won't do it because I shout. I don't want to. I'll just save it. Never mind. I'll save it for my show because I get loud. I don't want to get crazy.
Oh, that's what I want to ask the chat. That's what I want to ask the chat too, because there were several actors that played Batman, including Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, who voiced him in Batman the Animated Series. So I want to ask the chat, who was your all-time favorite Batman and the actor that played him? Like, who was your favorite?
People forget Val Kilmer was a Batman too. He only had one movie, but he was still.
We
Yeah.
did mention that before he died. Yeah.
People forget.
before he died.
Jones as Two-Face.
Chase Meridian, played
Oh.
by Nicole Kidman.
If you remember, also in the Tim Burton Batman movies, Harvey Dent was played by Billy D. Williams. You know, Lando Calrissian.
The
Right.
mayor.
And in the show, in the cartoon, he was always a light-skinned black guy. And then Tommy Lee Jones, for some reason, was Two-Face in
Was Two-Face.
the cartoony
But-
movie
oh,
ones.
but then well, he was okay. This is weird. Harvey Dent, right? So
Yeah.
in the
And then Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah.
Aaron Eckhart, that's the other actor I was
Heath
thinking.
Ledger Joker movie, man. I love that Two-Face, and that I just spilled my water. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
Aaron Eckhart. Yeah, but I mean, the Heath Ledger was to me the best movie Joker for sure. Yeah,
Oh,
and
man.
it's unfortunate that he passed away soon after that came out. Right. So,
He couldn't
and
handle it.
you know what was great? Yeah,
He
what was
felt
also
remorse for playing that terrible character. Allegedly. I wasn't
no,
there.
he did. He posthumously won an Oscar for his role. In
After
that.
Brokeback Mountain.
Well, not after Brokeback. No, when he did The Dark Knight, he won that role posthumously, the best actor role.
No,
Or
you're
best
right.
supporting actor role.
Allegedly,
right,
he
because-
didn't have any problems, like psychological problems, and it was just a drug overdose. Allegedly, I've heard some stories. Yeah. Which funny story? George Clooney in an interview just broke back. Reaching out there. George Clooney, I forget what show he was on. He did an interview where he was asked, "Would you ever play a gay cowboy?" And his response was, "I already did when I played Batman."
Oh, zing! That's a great answer. No, you're right. Back was before. What was the name of the Batman with Heath Ledger?
That was played
Dark
by,
Knight Rises, I believe.
That was no. Dark Knight Rises was the third one. Dark Knight was the second one. That still featured Christian Bale as Batman.
Yes, and what was so sad was I really loved the actress who played his girlfriend, Katie Holmes, and she quit the role. And then you got Jake Gyllenhaal, speaking of Brokeback Mountains.
No, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Really homely sister taking over the role. I hated that.
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
She was nothing to write home about compared to the great. Yeah. I mean, not that I'm so great looking. I'm not, but I have no right to judge looks. But come on now. I mean, Katie Holmes was so much better looking than that Maggie.
Than Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I hate it when they put a new head on a character. That means replace an actor with another actor. They do it so time. Hate that.
Yeah, but in Dark Knight Rises, what did you think of Tom Hardy in his early role as Bane? What did you think of that? I mean, I think he did a great Bane.
For a live action Bane, I think it was probably as good as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy's like really good and as a bad guy in a lot of stuff.
Well, he was awesome as Mad Max in the the Thunder Road, man.
But see the movie Lawless with Tom Hardy. I played the henchman of Guy Pearce's character. I tar and feather the bootlegger. Jessica Chastain's in it. Help me out here.
Well, I love Jessica Chastain.
Gary Oldman's in it. Listen to this cast. Shia LaBeouf, who's allegedly nuts. He's in it. Just look it up. Tom Hardy's in it. He gets his, I don't want to spoiler, he gets his throat slit, his character. It's a great guy. You know who Guy Pearce is? He's a great actor. Underrated. He was in Iron Man 3, and anyway, enough said.
Well, Guy
Don Cheadle.
And he was in the Time Machine remake, which was not a bad remake.
Remember the Hot Tub Time Machine was a great remake.
No.
What? Why are we laughing?
That
wasn't funny.
Tom Hardy. Yes, Tom Hardy was. Yes, Tom Hardy was Mad Max, Charles.
He's messing with you, dude.
I know he is. But
no, Mr. Darwin is salty. Mr. Darwin is Australian, and Mel Gibson is kind of Australian. Tom Hardy is not.
Yeah, I know.
And it happens in Australia.
Mel Gibson started the character, right? It was called simply Mad Max. Then he appeared in Road Warrior, and then he was in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome with the great Tina Turner, of course, was in it.
Embargo.
And then Tom Hardy took over, Mel's role in Fury Road, which, had the, that one actress was in it, who then ended up doing her own spin-off movie.
Furiosa.
Tom Hardy getting his throat slit and Lawless.
Furiosa, right. Yeah.
It's a brutal scene. I like that Mad Max, the latest one that came out.
Oh, fun fact, quick, before we move on too far from Mad Max Fury Road, okay, there's another creator, I hang out with him sometimes, Chris Lestrange, okay, he's South African. He apparently worked on, get him to talk about it sometimes, he worked on, I don't remember if he made the arm, the prosthetic arm, but he worked on Fury Road. I think he worked on the arm, on Furiosa's arm. And then the funny thing is the truck that she drove had a picture of her robot arm, on the door right below the window.
Right.
Little Easter egg. It's fun.
Easter egg. Yep.
What was the actress name in Furiosa? What was that? I'm starting to
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh, Charlize Theron.
That's it. Yeah.
I just remembered. Okay. Now, here's a weird fact.
Max Rockatansky.
Charlize Theron, after Benedict Cumberbatch did the last multiverse thing with Spider-Man.
Benadryl Cumberbun.
Doctor Strange, right? Beyond the multiverse. Right. So, after he did that, towards the end, spoilers, I don't know if any of you have seen it yet, but Charlize Theron shows up and says, You know what you just did. Of course, he has that third eye in the middle of his forehead right here.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange does. And so Charlize comes out of nowhere and says, "You made a mistake. You broke the multiverse, and you got to come back with me and fix it." And So
You know who directed that, don't you?
what's that?
You know who directed that movie, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness?
Multiverse of Madness.
You know who directed it? Don't look it up. Just wondering, testing you to see if you know. Sam Raimi, who directed
Ted
the
Raimi. Oh,
Spider-Man.
Ted Raimi's. Yeah,
Dead.
Ted Raimi's. Yeah.
I was gonna say Tom Waits directed
Tom
it.
Waits is a great musical artist, but I don't. Is he still with us? I don't think he is. I think.
Yeah,
Tom
he
Waits-
directed Doctor Strange. Didn't you hear?
No, that was
The
Sam
like fourth
Raimi.
one.
that
No.
was-
That's. I think you
Stop it, bro.
if
Stop
you look it up, I think
Stop
you'll
it. Don't
find
mess
I'm
with me.
it's
Come on,
Tom
bro.
Waits.
You talk about an epic collapse, the MCU with that Thor: Love and Thunder. What a mistake! And then like
I
the
never saw
Eternals
it.
Before that, things were riding high, and then the Eternals came out, and then
What was the Eternals?
it's She-Hulk, and oh man,
Oh, the one with all the
She-Hulk-
girls, like the Warbirds or whatever the. It's like where they try and do the girl power thing and nobody watches it.
Suicide.
Yeah, the
You're
Marvel.
talking about the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Birds of Prey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I don't think I didn't see that either. Like, yeah.
That's a DC property. Yeah.
Well, I mean the same idea though. Of like, hey, it's the girl power spin
Well,
off.
They're bringing back. I'm afraid to say her last name, but it's Millie L something. I don't want to say the 4-letter word, but she's coming back as Supergirl and doing her own
Wait,
thing this.
let's
Millie
type it.
Adcock. You're afraid
Yeah.
to say her last name. I see.
will.
That's a proper name. You can say that. Come on.
I can.
Yeah,
Alright,
I mean
Millie
you can you can you can say it just anyway. It's not. I mean,
Right. You know
But
what
that-
I'm really happy about?
advertiser friendly. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of animated dogs, the dog that was standing in for Superdog, or in this case, what was the dog's name again?
Crypto.
Hey, Moose
Hi, Moose Man.
Crypto.
Yeah, Super
yes,
Dog's
thank
name is
you.
Crypto.
Crypto, thank you. So
Okay.
Crypto, I found out that Crypto was a CGI created dog.
Of course.
I thought he was real, and he
Well,
wasn't.
based
He
on
was
James
completely-
Gunn's dog.
James Gunn's right. Fashioned after James Gunn's dog, right?
Correct.
But Crypto is coming back in Supergirl, so I'm very happy about that.
Which
Hey,
also,
Richie's computer crashed.
yeah, I'm texting her, trying to work on it too. Also, funny thing, the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I believe the dog that went to space from Russia, then got superpowers, is also named Crypto. I think.
Is he also named Crypto? I didn't know that.
I want to say yes.
I thought he was named something else.
Real quick before I forget, that Millie Adcock, she looks different in almost every picture you see her, and she's got a strange, unusual, in a good way, face. She photographs different. Same with my producer Natalie. She looks almost like an entirely different person, picture to picture. It's so uncanny with this Millie Adcock girl who's playing
Crypto
Supergirl.
is named after Krypton.
My bad. No, Cosmo, the dog in Guardians, is named Cosmo, not Crypto.
Cosmo is
Wasn't gonna
Cosmo.
correct
Really
Cosmo.
close. It's really close.
I wasn't gonna correct you.
I totally wasn't trolling on purpose.
You guys went head to head, I heard, and I'm supposed to go head to head with Grump in a trivia, one of these, but I got busy, and so he probably thought I chickened out. But we got to do that. I heard you guys went head to head.
Yeah, Grump beat me
Who won?
pretty.
Grump
Grump
beat you
did,
like a
but
drum?
he beat me. But it was close. It was close.
So the Marine beat the Navy man.
The naval midshipman.
Well, I'm nothing. So I'm nothing.
I only reached.
Yeah, Rome. Seriously.
I only reached an E2. So, and you were an E4, right? The Grump
No,
were you E4 or E5?
I got out as a sergeant of Marines.
Sergeant of Marines. Okay.
That's
Bender's
E5.
Bander's
Yeah.
military warrior too in the Navy.
Yeah, she was.
So that's very.
She would have been my superior.
I'm a dishonorable discharge is all I.
Oh no, you're not. Chance, come on. As long
But,
as he did some, like I said, there was he was a rear admiral, retired. His first name was Jerome, I forget his last name, but he gave me a book about the Pacific Theater during World War II. And he told me, even though I was in the Navy for a total of, I believe it was when I signed up and everything, got into it, I was in the training, it was a total of 6 months. He said, even though you were in training for 6 months and then they released you on an honorable discharge, you still did your duty for your country, even though you were land based. And I never forgot that. And I thought he was a great, and I met him. I literally met him at the memorial for the USS Arizona there in Oahu. So, yeah. So that was a great moment for me.
Anybody, one of you two fellows want to read this comment from Mr. Darwin?
Yeah, Mr. Darwin says, being a sergeant sucks. No one likes you, neither the soldiers nor the officers. Well, that might be true, but this is the Marine Corps. We don't have soldiers.
Yeah, have officers.
Kill people and break things. That's all they do.
If you need it dead, destroyed, or pregnant, yeah, that's the Marine Corps does.
Pregnant.
Oh.
Oh man.
That's generally
Well,
what it
Christy,
means.
I'm going to say, Christy, on behalf of all of us, we really do miss you, sweetie. I know that it wasn't what you planned for tonight, but I hope that we helped you out a little bit and, made things a lot better. And I see you in the chat, and I just said, we miss you. Yeah.
I will have to edit out my subject line of this simul stream where I said game show live. Chat playing Wheel of Fortune, then Jeopardy, which I can easily do, and just edit it to pop culture chit chat, I guess.
Pop culture chit chat, yeah.
Something like that.
And the Marine Corps leadership is at the lowest level possible. I mean, everybody is doing, it's not a thing in the Marine Corps. Just funsy
Hey,
things.
TV, I got some, this looks like illegal contraband. It's not. It's conversation hearts. These
well, consider it's in a Ziploc bag.
Okay, for everybody watching on Chrissy's on the Brain Benders Banter channel, we're going to be ending those. If y'all want to keep going, we can keep going for a bit.
We might as well stop it. Did she say she wants to terminate the stream?
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, we're already at
done.
2 hours, gentlemen. So
yeah,
I gotta get some sleep.
Chrissy said call it, and because it's
all right. 2 a.m.
We're already at where we're close to like where this end of the second game would be already.
Here.
Cool. Well, it's not happening. I'm sorry, guys, about the trivia, guys in chat, girls in chat. But
can we
next week
post Chance and Mikey's? Does where are they?
Well, Grump,
put them in the back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Grump, if you want to go ahead and start first, let us know what you got coming up on your channel, and then go Chance. You go next. I'll go last, and then we'll shut off the stream. Perfect. Yeah, go first, Grump. What have you got coming up, sir?
I asked you to shout out your channel. Did you not hear me? Is my mic?
I heard you.
Am I working?
I wanted you to go first. Yes, but I wanted you to go first.
Okay.
Shout out your channel.
I'm Grumplestiltskin. I'm live. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Chance, you go next. Shout out your channel. Tell them what's coming up for us.
My channel's a Nostalgic Pod Blast, and this Saturday, Mikey and I, with Al Hardy and whoever else wants to join, we're going to talk about animated dogs. Yeah. We're going to talk about cartoon canines, just the animated ones, and we're going to talk about some obscure ones and some really famous ones. Probably my number one, I'll just say, is Snoopy from Peanuts, Charles Schultz's Peanuts animated stuff. So the Nostalgic Pod Blast YouTube channel, the link's in the chat for the replay crew. It'll be this Saturday at 5:35 p.m. Eastern U.S. time in Atlanta, Georgia, where I'm based. And Mikey's up in Canada, but we're on the same time zone.
We're on the same. Yeah, I'm based up here in Toronto, Canada, and Mikey Sues is part of our new channel, which is called Chatty Blogger MS for the Mikey Sues part. And we have two big events coming up this weekend. We've got the Chance Nostalgic Pod Blast, which I'll be helping to co-host along with Al Hardy and with Chance and with the beautiful Natalie producer who's going to be there to help us. And also we hope to have Grumplestiltskin join us if he can. He's allowed to come. We're going to have a fun time. Also on Sunday at this venue here at Chattymogger MS, we're going to start my very first MOPS project, which stands for Musicals, Operas, and Plays Series. And we're going to have Chrissy join us from Brain Bender's Banter. She's going to be co-hosting along with my beautiful wife, Suzanne. We may even get Suzanne to show up on screen so she can say hello and everything with her own computer. And we're going to talk about two wonderful musicals we share. All three of us love Grease, and we will talk about our experiences with Grease. And then we will talk about the recent movie, which just came back on YouTube, Sound of Music, in its entirety. And we're going to talk about the great Dame Julie Andrews, who is still alive at the age of 90. She is still breathing.
And so is Carol Burnett. Sorry to interrupt. Yep.
I know, that's okay.
They're friends.
Yeah, they are great friends. And of course, all of you know that
you know what he said. Now,
Now,
guys, let me to you. You have a wife. Okay, he's about to say to you, Charles Darwin, musicals. You know how I know you're GAY? That's what he's thinking.
Oh,
but you are
no, Charles,
nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with being flamboyant.
Being nice, Aussie. Come on now, don't make me call you Kiwi.
I love Grease too. Sarah, my flock out of Southern California, can't stand Grease. And she's wrong.
Yeah, I love Grease.
Oh, well, and then last thing, Saturday night, Mikey and I will be right here at Brainbender's Banter for the usual 10 p.m. Eastern time, 7:10 Pacific.
10 o'clock
Saturday.
Eastern, I believe. Yeah, where
she gets a little deep.
Our next discussion. Yeah.
Chrissy gets a little deep and asks some really deep, pensive questions. I try to lighten it up, and be like the little Joker on the stream, but whatever.
I like comparing it to Deep Thoughts with Jack Handy from SNL.
Saturday Night Live. Oh, TD's the Saturday Night Live gal, so she knows exactly what you're putting down.
Yeah. And I will on my stream. It's going to start at 5 p.m. Eastern, by the way, so it'll last for about 90 minutes.
On what day?
This coming Sunday.
On what time zone?
My time zone, Eastern.
It's 5 p.m. Eastern on Sunday is Mikey's, what he's talking about.
Yes. MOPS Project. It'll be MOPS Project #1, talking about Grease and Sound of Music. And I worked on Grease in my high school, worked with a high school drama group, and worked on Grease, built sets and things. And also... Suzanne remembers watching it when it came out in the movies, as I do. There was a sequel called Grease 2, which featured Michelle Pfeiffer, and we don't want to mention that beyond that. So it did not do well. But of course, Grease had an all-star cast: Stockard Channing, Jeff Conaway, of course, the late Olivia Newton-John, rest in peace, John Travolta. It had the lady who played the principal, and I cannot recall for the life of me her name right now.
Well, don't give away the whole show. You're going to talk about musicals on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Chance, Mikey, boys, do you have anything else to promote coming up?
No, sir.
No, sir. We're all
right.
set. Oh, one last thing. I'm sorry. I almost forgot. On Mondays and Tuesdays every week, times are always determined. I don't set a set time, but I am still doing my 2-episode reviews each day on Get Smart, the original series from 65 to 70, my first 5 years of life on this planet. So I'm still doing that, and right now we're still working on season 4, but then we'll go to season 5, and then later on we'll do the 7 episodes that came out from 1995, the new Get Smart, which featured Elaine Hendricks and Andy Dick, along with Don Adams and Barbara Feldon. And then, guys, I would love you later on to join me to talk about the Nude Bomb, Get Smart Actually, which was a TV movie from 1989. The Nude Bomb came out in 1980. And I want to talk about the 2008 reboot, which featured Steve Carell and had the cast of that. So
not Don Adams.
No, not Don
okay.
Adams. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry. I'm done now. Thank you.
Chance and Mikey, thank you for joining us today in Brainbender's Banter, the game show trivia night. Unfortunately, we did have technical difficulties, and So Brainbenders Banter live every Wednesday around the same time as it was today. You're at 11:30 Texas Standard Time or wherever that translates to in your time. Sometimes a little bit earlier, so you got to watch the schedule. Also Saturday evenings, the Brainbenders Banter channel will be live wherever it is live. I'm usually here. I am Grumple, and I am the co-host of the Wednesday night trivia show. And I love having other panelists up to help me out. I usually go live on Thursday evenings. Having some technical difficulties lately, but I think I got everything licked. We're going live tomorrow also. And that's it. Everybody have a great day. I'm going to keep the Brainbenders Banter and all associated things that are on the StreamYard are shutting down. I'm still going to be live for a while if you want to hang out with me. No biggie either way. Not doing a raid. It's just, hey, Grumps live. No biggie.
Okay.
And with that said, everybody have a great night.
All right.
Down in the ground where the spuds all grow, there's a happy little tuber stealing the show. On
Good
the
night, everybody.
YouTube Stage, watch it shine so bright. This creative spud.
Good night, everybody.
Goals in sight. Goals in sight, shining bright. I'm a happy little tuber growing every day, spreading laughs and knowledge in.
There we go. Got the channel closing down for all of Chrissy's stuff, and Chance is live. Mikey is not tonight. That's okay. Good times. Unfortunately, technical difficulties. It happens. Oh, Rome. Yeah, we're gonna start. I've got my voice back, or 99 point something %. Not sick. And now my audio issues are mostly resolved. My audio issues are mostly resolved. I got OBS Studio and the GoXLR. All my audio is back. We are going to get back to karaoke. Probably not. What in the world? I got logged out of my chat. That's wild. Are we still live? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That is, I just lost all the chat. Yes, we're gonna not tomorrow night. Not tomorrow night karaoke. Maybe next week. I think I'll be rehearsal for church band on Sunday. I'll announce. It'll be on Twitter and in Discord when next karaoke night is. As soon as I lock it down, I've got to verify schedule. I don't like to do it on weeks where I have band rehearsal on Thursday. Can I? There we go. Okay, I got my restream chat back. That was absolutely wild. Okay.
We're clear?
Ending in stream.
Clear. Okay.
Yes, I'm still live.
It was still live when I said, "Oh, you're still live." Yeah. On
y'all aren't on it's just me on camera. I was about to leave, unless y'all want to hang out.
No, that's cool. It's
okay.
Cool. I can duck out of here, but I really enjoyed your hosting the show. It was fun. And Mikey, I'll see you Saturday. Okay.
I will see you Saturday at 5:35 p.m. Eastern. Chance, do you
Y'all
want
great
me to
night.
come, half hour early or?
There we go. And now I can fire up mine. I don't have anything specific. Gonna hang out though. If you want to. Oh yeah, no, I played I just played this past Sunday. Oh man, I did some big girthy juicy slides. And there was in the last one, the house, it wasn't House of the Lord. I forget the name of the song. But it's one that I've done enough times where like I feel really comfortable with it. And there's two separate sections. One where it's like, hey, wander around and, you know, do a little jazzy melody in addition to everything else. And then a section towards the end, really aggressive slap. Like really aggressive slap. And it's I have fun with it. I didn't think that would have been, hey, this is going to be one of my favorite songs that I play. No idea, but it's got the things that, you know, it's got the electrolytes plants crave. And let's see. So, when will I be playing? I can just pull it up right now. Can knock out this scheduling. Oh, no, log in. Okay, March. Oh, the 26th. Okay. Wait. Oh, no, not next week. Okay, so the week after is maybe we do. Yeah, okay. That's so then we'll call it now. Next karaoke will be February 5th rehearsal, 8th. Okay, that's the one that just happened. The 26th is next rehearsal for playing on March 1st. Perfect. Okay. So next week, Thursday the 19th, will be Grumpaloki. Grumpaloki will happen. No, Caldy, not rehearsal for karaoke, rehearsal for I play in the church band. I can, you know what? Actually, I can bring up just a little bit of it. Just a little juicy slide, little bit of it. Oh wait, where's mine? Not history. No, not history. I need just a moment. Playlists. Here we go. Can't play the whole thing. Can't play the whole thing because I don't want to get any. I'm trying to make everything more advertiser friendly because I'm working on getting monetized with ad revenue, and advertisers are fickle about what they. Can I? Oh no, I can just. There we go. Just making a quickie little scene. I did a lot of troubleshooting, and oh man, so OBS and my GoXLR, all my audio appears to be fixed, not tuned, not set up yet, but fixed to where nothing's broken now. I do have to do a lot of setup still to get things back to normal, and then like I had some work to do anyway. Okay, here we go. This is wandering around a little bit. We can't just let it play because it's copy. It doesn't get a copy strike, but it gets copy claimed, and then I got to go in and edit or cut it out or whatever. Edit out the Rome. Edit out the swearing. What's I gotta do. Chat. Why is the chat not chatting? Huh. Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's I bounce between like sometimes 3 times in a month, sometimes once in a month that I'm playing. One of my buddies is the other bass player. He plays a silly normal 4-string bass. I bust out the like acoustic electric, and this is my 10-string here. It plays it's doubled up, so it's an octave bass, which makes it more difficult to like slap because you're slapping basically a guitar string and a bass string at the same time. And the mix isn't all that great. Yeah, this, I'm not gonna say their names, but this one right here in the middle, she is amazing. She's great. She can do everything too, singing wise. And she always is just having a good time. Just loving life, having a good time while she's up there. Is like, I love this. Not too stressed, not just, you know, rolling with it. I think we're about to do some...
Please stand and let's all sing.
It doesn't look as aggressive. Big juicy slide. Here we go. Feel the girth on that slide. Oof. So juicy. Good times. Just that release right there, eh? Oh, Bintalk, why I know sing? That is so weird. Why is the... And let me grab the... I gotta do a new thing here. Like, where's the settings? Embed in stream. Copy. Okay. Well, that's the thing. I don't sing in the band. I'm too low. I'm a dramatic baritone, and I'm also not very good at singing, in case you didn't know. Also very loud. And I've got a bit of a fry. Properties. Oh, it changed. Okay. Okay, there we go. Look, chat. Boom. There we go, chat on the screen.
Would you all please pray with me? Lord, Heavenly Father, we are blessed by...
Face cam. Okay, let's add the chat back here too. Browser. Oh, wait, face cam plus over. No, not that. Where's just. Ah, everything's broken. Everything's borked. There we go. Boom. There's chat. I can just turn it off or turn it. Oh, it doesn't affect the live one. Oh, okay. They have, I mean, I haven't played with them, but sometimes there's a dude that, I'm not sure what I think he's a baritone, some type of baritone also, that they have him up. I've only ever seen him once, though. I don't know. Or I've only ever seen him perform with us once. Chrissy's still working on her. I don't even know what I'm looking at there. Yeah, she's having some troubles, and the issue is it's a Macintosh. And I mean, Macs run on top of BSD, which is POSIX compliant. It's very similar to Linux, which is what I do. But Macs are it's like iPhone. It's a walled garden. I don't know what the thing is that they're trying to do. She's got some screen that says reestablishing your internet. I don't know what that's trying to do. If I knew what it's trying to do, I could probably help her. Wasn't able to find her IP address or gateway or anything, so it'd probably be a call to help her get that working again. But she's just gonna take it. She thinks it's her actual Wi-Fi card, but I just learned now that she is running her stream from Wi-Fi, which I'm gonna talk to her about. That's maybe not the best idea. If she can run a cable, that would be... Just remove that as even being an issue. Because you're not only at the mercy of your entire internet connection, but then also whatever the Wi-Fi is doing. Yeah, for if you're doing competitive gaming, or if you're streaming, if you can plug in, you're going to have a much better time. Yeah, it just removes one level of complexity. You got it. Been talk. Yeah, it's... okay, so here we go now. In the chat, This is... Okay, so I've got it so bots aren't being cross-chat. But this is what Okay, Stream Elements said, download Doomsday Last Survivors now and reach the goals to support the stream. I do have a sponsor right now. It is Doomsday Last Survivors. I accepted the sponsorship before checking out the game. It is a mobile game, and I have that as an action item to check it out to make sure it's not going to steal anybody's data, or what information does it take. I haven't vetted it yet, so don't do it yet, but after I give the thumbs up, if anybody's interested in a sort of like a mobile, it's not a zombie game specifically, but theoretically, I mean, it looks like something that I might be interested in. So, you know what? I'll take that as a sponsorship. The only thing is I accidentally accepted it and started the timer because it's like for a month or two. So I have to do a sponsored, like a sponsored by them stream. So I'm going to have to figure out either run a VM of a mobile device or capture a mobile device that's running it. I'm not sure which. I'll probably run a VM, honestly. But that's one more thing that I have to do. I would have liked to delay the timer a little bit, but, you know. Hey, money. If, earn some money to promote something that I might like. Which, also, we're going to get... I'm really close to an in-the-shop rig, so we can start doing IRL, like, workshop building stuff and project-type streams and unboxings. Some of the stuff that I'm trying to do is actually, like, in the kitchen in the house. I got a bucket of rice that I packed in 2014, about to unpack some. And, like, hey, I packed this in 2014. How is it? Is it edible? Let's find out. VM is easier. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't like to install anything on mobile devices. I like on the only some apps I do use, but only on like a device that's Wi-Fi only, that only stays at home. Or if I need to use it somewhere, I'll take it, but then tether it onto a device that I use that has mobility service. And then devices like the phone, the main handset that I carry with me, like out in the world, is not this one. It's very similar, almost identical to this one. This one's a Pixel 6 or 6a that has Graphene OS running on it. This one stays at home, and I have an identical one that lives in a Faraday bag whenever I get near home, and then after I leave home and get X amount of far enough away, I can take it out, and then it's then it starts working. And the reasons for that are many, and I will go into detail in like a privacy. I'm not sure if it'll be a live stream. You know what? I probably will be a live stream, and then I'll edit it down to make like a more formal, long form, probably like a 10-minute like format video. The gist of it is that so cell phones, these devices, smartphones even, haven't changed the way so you've got the smartphone piece, and then you've got, which is like just, it's a computer, it's a touchscreen computer that's on top of the baseband radio piece. And the way that works hasn't changed since like Nokia 3310s 25 plus years ago. They are constantly beaconing. These guys are constantly sending out, if they're not in airplane mode, some of them, even if they are constantly sending out their IMEI, which is basically the hardware ID of the ID for this piece of hardware, the subscriber number, which is the IMSI, which is like your subscriber number on your SIM card, essentially. It's constantly beaconing, broadcasting these out, and then a tower will get it and maybe do a quick handshake, respond back, and say, hey, I've got you. And then it'll check it and say, hey, this is a customer, let them in. And then it'll do the hardware, it'll do an encryption handshake, and then, okay, now your data is encrypted, traveling to and from the antenna. The way that, just by the nature of the way it works, your phone has to constantly be beaconing out so that towers can respond, because this device chooses which tower it has the best signal to so that it can work and do seamless handoff between towers. So it constantly has to be doing that. I think there's a way to do it without it broadcasting your customer ID. So going and like just beaconing out something, doing the handshake so that now you're encrypted, and then once you're encrypted to the tower, then sending your ID to the tower, and then it can compare. And then now that it's just like setting up VPN between you and the tower, an IPsec tunnel VPN. You do your ISAKMP and then IPsec. Okay, now you've got an encapsulated, protected tunnel. Now you're sending traffic through the tunnel to the tower. Well, once you do the handshake, you can either do a new tunnel that's just like the old one, or you can just use that, and then now you're inside the telco, the telco provider network. Either way, it's better than this, what currently is. I've been slowly working on a protocol to be ready for, you know, they rolled out what LTE Gen 5 mobility a few years back. Not for 6, but I want to have a request in an RFC, a request for comment into the IEEE before version or generation 7. So not the next one, maybe the one after that. By then, I should, if I stick with it and I can maybe get some funding and have some people help me to do it, then maybe I can have something submitted by then. And, you know, hey, maybe make the world just a little bit better, secure, more secure place for cell phones. The problem with it, and here's a problem it solves, that solves. The problem with your device constantly beaconing out your hardware ID is that anybody with a, let's see, how much are they right now? I'll even show you. Give me just a moment. Bring it up. A little bit more now. Here we go. What's this called? Amazon. This is all you need. $50. You know, a few years back, just the cheapest kit you get was about $26. So what this does is it plugs in your USB on like a laptop, say, and then you've got an antenna connection. And this one has a splitter and some cables, and then a suction cup mount and a tripod, and then some antennas. And what this is software. This is a software-defined radio dongle. So with this one purchase and a little bit of free software, you can listen. What can you listen to, Grump? Well, you can listen to things like cell phones beaconing. And you can record it. And because the cell phone is beaconing, it's constantly sending out a ping, it's constantly sending out a beacon that in clear text, this is the important part, in clear text has the hardware ID and usually the subscriber number of your cell phone. So with a Raspberry Pi for anywhere between, I paid around $8 for some previous generation Raspberry Pi. I think it was 3 Plus with case and with an SD card and with power supply with an on-off switch. And like the whole kit was $8. They were just a little like not the current generation, newest and best. I picked up a whole bunch of them for $8 each. That plus this, and then a battery or plugged in anywhere. You can record the cell phone identity of everybody within range of who that the device is in range of the phones. So it's, if you've got a target in mind, if somebody has your phone or you as a target and you carry your phone with you, that person could, I mean, it's not all that difficult to figure out if you record. It's a little bit of in-person work, a little bit of, detective work to find out what, it's a string of letters in hexadecimal or characters, numbers in hexadecimal format. It's not all that difficult to figure out what the identity of your target is. You record, you're near that person, you record, find out all the IMEIs, all the IDs of whoever's around you. You do that a couple times, 2, 3, 4 times, and then the one that's in common, you do it until you're down to one that's in common across every time you're testing. That's your target. You don't even have to be close by, not even a little bit, not at all. And then now that you got that ID, you can set up these devices that are very inexpensive. You're talking well under $100 each, well under $100 each for each device. And you put those all around a metro area. You can now log, triangulate, and track possibly in real time. If you've got them communicating back to a central location in real time, you can track somebody without a warrant or a subpoena. Law enforcement not involved, the telco provider not involved. You don't even have to have service on your phone. If it's not in airplane mode and it's beaconing, you can still be tracked by anybody with just a little bit of knowledge and some equipment. My goal with what I want to change is to change that so that your phone isn't beaconing your ID in clear text, because that's the trick. All you got to do is be listening with the right equipment, and then you can record it because it's just in clear text. No encryption, no nothing. If it didn't have just a little bit of knowledge required to know how to do it, it's once you know how to do it, it's completely trivial. And I don't think that's a good idea. That's why I want to change it. But it would require buy-in from, essentially the IEEE. That's the, wait, am I a member? It's where, that's where all the requests for comments go. That's like, if you want to create a protocol or anything, you do an RFC with the IEEE, and then it goes through an approval process, and then it's a big process. I forget what it even means. Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. It's a nonprofit. For they don't regulate the development of systems for public use, but The IEEE is who you want to approve of what you're going to do if you're going to be doing something, especially like over the air type stuff. Any like routing protocols, any kind of thing like that. You want the IEEE to be signed off on. Oh, bin talk radio. Yeah, once you get into radio at all, like, well, it's waves. Then yeah, you can mess with you can mess if you know what the wave you're looking for is, like on a certain frequency, you can put out noise or something on that frequency and just totally hose it. Yeah. It's same thing. I'm not sure if you'd even need two. You might need two of the software to find antennas. You might need two. You might need only one to do what's called a man-in-the-middle attack. This is what Wi-Fi pineapples do, where you're broadcasting advertising as a thing. You have a connection to that thing, but you're broadcasting the same identity, whether it's a Wi-Fi SID, SSID, or whatever. You can broadcast the same thing. Then if somebody connects to you, you just pass through the connection request so that they're connected, that the target device is connected to you, you're connected to what it's trying to connect to. That's how you execute a man-in-the-middle attack, because now you can just record everything that's going on unencrypted. The connection between you and the end user device are encrypted. The connection between you and the target, like where the target connection is going, whether it's a tower or the real Wi-Fi endpoint or whatever, access point or whatever, that's encrypted. But inside your device, it's not encrypted. It's encrypted to get to you. It's not encrypted. You can record everything. And then you can even inject. It's called a man-in-the-middle attack because you're a man in the middle. You insert yourself inside the connection. And the way, well, you say, how do you, I mean, if somebody's already connected, your target's already connected, how do you do that? Well, it's called a deauthor. You do a deauthentication attack. And it basically causes devices to get knocked, to disconnect from their, like in the case of Wi-Fi, from their Wi-Fi network, and then they go through the whole, like, okay, let's restart it, reconnect to that same thing, got to go through the whole process, re-authentication, but oops, now you're connected to a bad actor, and now you're pwned is what they call it. Connecting to public free Wi-Fi is a bad idea in general. You really, if you have a cell phone that you use in public, even if you're not using risky Wi-Fi, a handset that you carry around in public. I mean, I don't have any apps on mine, on the handsets that go outside, the house and the bunker. Nothing except communications, like encrypted communication. Some tools, some like Wi-Fi analysis tools. You get your like compass, voice recorder, stuff like that. No like social media, no nothing. Especially no banking apps. You shouldn't use banking apps anyway. You really shouldn't. At best, if you have to have some kind of functionality for whether it's social media or please don't do your bank, but anything like that, set up a shortcut so that your browser goes to the mobile site. Don't run the apps, because these apps can get get exploited. It's so much more frequent than the mobile website for the organization. It's ridiculous. And the thing is, the app also you have to agree to the EULA, the end user license agreement for that app, and the terms of service for that app. For the website, I mean, yeah, but the website isn't going to have access to, like, if you have GPS location turned on, which you shouldn't, by the way, the app can just request access to that, or your camera, or your microphone. Microphone's worse, by the way. The worst thing. So the first, I'm not sure. Realistically, the absolute worst piece of hardware compromise to allow an app to have is to access to your microphone. I mean, some things require it, like if it's a communications app that you use to talk, obviously that it needs it for the functionality that you want. But anything else, no. It's the absolute worst. Second worst is your GPS location or location services at all for an app. Third worst is probably the camera. But the reason why the microphone is the worst, because how often do you say something that could be used in a compromising way? You say your name, people around you's names. PII, personally identifiable information. Stuff, just listening to somebody over the course of a few days, you can get enough to steal an identity. Not always, but you can. It's rough out there. If you can, put a piece of tape over the or like a slider. Actually, I don't have one on these cases, but they make like sliders. There's disposable like tape that doesn't, mess up the camera, and then you peel it off when you want it. But there's cases that have sliders that cover them. Those are the best. Second best is like a stick-on one. I haven't found one that aren't like one stick-on ones that are not cheap though, like very cheap, and they just like flop all over the place. I have not found a good one that's a stick-on one. The cases are pretty good though. Both sides. So the funny thing is, I remember doing the front-facing camera, putting a piece of just electric tape over it, and then I forget what generation of phone this was. I think it was in the early 2010s. I covered the camera. The screen would stay black because it thought the phone was upside down or against your face. Like it used an actual light sensor in the camera. Or right next to the camera, like so close that it was like, okay, I'm covering the camera. That's what was being covered. It used that as the light sensor to detect if you're looking at the screen or if it's right next to your face or face down on a surface, so that it would turn the screen off. So like, well, thanks guys. I want to have the camera not on. You're using that as the light detector. Bugger me. Oh. So, yeah, anything, allowing it to make calls from your phone to, yeah, funny thing, I don't, I only use data on the handset that I have with me. There's no analog, like, phone, because phones on a smartphone, the phone is it's just an app. I go one step further and I only use VoIP apps, and like there's 14 phone numbers on this phone, this tablet. They're all the same phone numbers. If I and it doesn't matter. So if I'm at home on a Wi-Fi device, or if I'm out in a boot and I have my like one of the handsets that has cell phone service, it's all the same phone numbers. But all of mine not all of mine are set to where if they get 10 in a row and within X time, wrong codes, then it just bricks. Wipe, factory reset, and in some cases actually bricks the device. That's a lot more challenging to do. Having it factory reset is not as challenging. It's like stuff from like the cameras I sync locally to one of my servers, and notes, which I don't hardly use. The voice I use the voice recorder a lot. I don't check it as much as I should to actually write down the notes. But yeah, man, I have apparently pretty severe ADHD and like getting worse as I get older. So especially while driving, have an idea or something, gotta record it somewhere or it could be gone forever. I keep a notepad, like I want to get one that's just stuck there like on a vent, but I keep a notepad in the vehicle so I can like scribble down notes. I need to get that process more efficient, or I voice recorder it. What is... Wait, what? Just a moment. Inferno in the house. Bin Talk, you heading out? Hey, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're gonna be doing... Wait, Chrissy, are you watching? Are you here, Chrissy? I'm not. I'm live. Okay. You know what? Actually, this is a good time. We are... Yeah, I didn't have anything really planned. You know, sometimes you can catch me on a good rant. Have I had a chance to take a look at Catchy-O? You know what? Here, let's take a quick gander. Catchy. Oh, hello. It is the #1 downloaded on DistroWatch. Interesting. You have my attention. Based on Arch, okay. I believe Steam OS, which is on like the Steam Deck and the other Steam devices, is also based on Arch. Arch is pretty popular. Where are they at? Yeah, it's in the top top 20 of most downloaded. From that, this is only all of this popularity here, these numbers. This is just page. It's not even downloads. It's page hits for the different distributions. Oh, you can't see. Make it a little. There we go. It's just the hits. So it's a good hint at the popularity, but it's not like this is, however many people are using it or whatever. This is just people that have gone to the links. So Catchy focuses on speed and security optimizations. Okay. Default Linux kernel is heavily optimized using Bohr scheduler. All the desktop packages are compiled with LTO 8664 and V3 and V4. Zen 4 optimization. I'm not sure what that means. Security flags and performance improvement. Okay. Has mate. Okay. You know what? Maybe you try this on. I'll. You know what? I'll try it on something. Let's download it. What is the long-term support? Do they have long-term support versions? Check out. Do you think Cosmic? I mean, I really like Mate. Really used to Mate, but Cosmic. Oh, I did try out Pop OS too, because Pop OS is one of the only desktop environments that has a tiling, a semi or selectable tiling Windows manager, and I wanted to try it out. It's really cool. However, Pop OS, like all the rest of their default stuff, was like, I'm gonna have to change like everything. So I just went back to Mint. Oh man, and I just friggin' I just got Mint working again. Some of the decisions they made with some things, I'm like, I'm not sold. Let's see, is there let's look at the website here. Blazingly fast and customizable. Is it a long-term support? Oh, in Wayland, okay. All the desktop environments. And who's making it too? That's a big thing. Well, this is KDE. Handheld edition. Oh, we're trying to be like SteamOS. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool. I like where your head is at. They have a cat working on the development team. I dig that. How does the versioning go? Oh, it's rolling. I'm not sure how I feel about rolling distributions like normal Debian. I don't think I could do, or like Mint, you know, the rolling Mint Debian. I like that Mint is a downstream of Ubuntu and has its own long-term support. So you're like, hey, you can install it and then you're guaranteed support for 3, 4, somewhere in there years. I think it's 3 years. Can't use ZFS. That's unfortunate. Which, I mean, I don't. If you're not using it for like remote storage, like, do you need ZFS? I mean, no, probably not. Just mirror. If you're gonna raid, which who's raiding anymore? Home stuff. Like, just do backups on a different drive like a normal human, and you don't even need to run RAID on a workstation. For most 99% of cases, ZFS is great for mass storage on like remote devices though, especially for home use. If you're going to do an all-in-one server that physically has the hardware and like you have a hypervisor running on the bare metal and then you run a VM that actually has your file server and like your CIFS and block storage and things for your iSCSI targets for all your VMs, and that's running in a VM, and like, yes, you would want ZFS for that, but not, I mean, you're probably not going to use a normal desktop operating system for that either. Oh, okay. Download. Okay, well, I guess I'll try it. I'll check it out. We get a torrent. Yes. And we are off to the races. We are downloading a torrent. Let's see how many from 18 peers. Oh, no, it's much more than that. Oh, it was 18. Hang on, no, I was wrong. It's 18 seed. We got 3746 peers. Oh man, this is going fast. Wow, okay, already 10%. That's wild. I'm not going to do anything with it tonight, but I'll check it out. Actually, I have a few laptops that W520 was one of the last best ThinkPads. I got like 3 of them. They're from 2012, but it was the 2012 generation of ThinkPad was the last ones that had the best keyboard. 2018 was the next, last best, because that was the last generation that had removable batteries. I don't even know what they're doing these days. Not interested so much. Oh yeah, like 30% now. This is wild. It's a step back, not the latest to create that LTS effect. Yeah, that's what I mean, I don't want the latest and greatest. I want to set it up, have stability, and things not break. As long as nothing's like, as long as we're not talking like critical security vulnerabilities that need to be patched, I don't, or like bugs, major bugs, I don't want it to change. I don't, like, it's working, leave it alone. Dude, Go XLR and OBS. Now that I got them working, I did a fresh friggin' OBS. I need to lock it down. Oh, it's on the flat pack now. I don't need to worry about it. It's not gonna upgrade. What in the world? It's... I thought I was hosed. I forgot to look. No, it's version 32.0. No, it's not. Okay, I was 30.1 or 30. It's 30.1.4, not... It's 32.0.4. That's the current one. Apparently it's working now, so that's fine. The time will tell. The Flatpak OBS Studio, I've had problems in the past with like virtual camera just breaking, and then I have to stop background services and restart them and like reset things and blah blah blah. Yeah, we're at 65%. Cool. Yeah, maybe not this week. I do have a lot going on, but I will do something with this. Maybe we stream it. No. Check out Catchy OS. Try and run Steam on it. See what happens. OBS works great and Catchy OS comes right on with the virtual camera without having to run some software. Well, that's how it should be. Do you know, does it use like PPA, or does it use a flat pack for OBS Studio? That was the last thing that I had to deal with, was friggin' in the repositories, like in the Mint repository and on the GitHub, recent versions of OBS Studio don't have the browser plugin, so you can't add a browser source. That's why, was it last night or last night when I was live on the new fresh version, I didn't have on-screen chat or alerts because those require a browser source, and I couldn't add them because you couldn't add a browser source. It required an add-on plugin. The Flatpak one has it compiled in. Now, if I were to go and like recompile OBS Studio from source, I could probably add it in. I don't compile things these days. Like, it's that, I mean, troubleshooting that, or troubleshooting the compile and then getting it working, it's just not as good of a... I mean, I'm willing to put in the work on some stuff. Like, it's like almost a full day to get my audio like corrected. But compiling from source is usually not as good of a use of time. Sometimes it is, sometimes it can be. And getting the experience, yes. But I mean, if it's already compiled somewhere that is what you need, that's the only way you're 100% certain of anything, is to compile it yourself. If you have the source code, you can see open source, you can see the whole source code, and you do your own compiling. There is a certain amount of satisfaction to that, to you knowing that you can see the source code at any given time. But unless you're also going through the entire source code, you have to trust like other people that are like, because it's open source, you have to trust that it's going to be okay, because if it weren't, there's enough eyes on it that somebody's going to catch if it's doing something funky. It's called Catchy Hello. Okay. It's done. 3.14 gigabytes. Now I'm seeding to 41 connected peers. Especially if it's a lightweight one. I mean, it's going to be worth putting onto my, like, what? Not Yum. That's the RPM package manager. Yumi. It's Yum, but with an I on the end. I use Yumi generally for my like live CD boot USB tools and like installation media, all on on one USB. Okay, yeah, that's watch a video first. Okay, that's cool. Okay, you know what? Here, we'll do this. Okay, on Kick, we're rating over to Nikki, N7KKI.
This is so sick. Drug abuse, child abuse. The prevalence of bazi closely mirrored that of the U.S. involvement in Afghanistan. The practice was far less common in the 70s and 80s. Under the USSR-backed secular communist government, in an effort to overthrow the regime and bleed the Soviets dry, Washington spent $2 billion funding, training, and arming local Mujahideen militias, including Osama bin Laden. The Mujahideen seized control in Afghanistan in 1992, not long after the demise of the Soviet Union. Presented as a brave and gallant freedom fighters, the Mujahideen were launched in the West, but as in Venezuela, Iran, Cuba, and much of the rest of the world, the U.S. so often allies itself with deeply unsavory movements in order to achieve its ends. Thank you. Thank you. Not only were the Mujahideen religious reactions,
I think she turned off subscribers.
Children, and the practice evolved.
Oh, that's funny.
Exploded once they attained.
Okay, and then for everybody else, yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'll be live tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow during the day too. Depends on how things go. Different things. There'll be different things. I'll probably have a break in between. But until then, maybe we look at Catchy OS in a VM. But until then, y'all stay sexy. Oh, failed transition.
line snap. We game through the chaos, no turning back. From hell to burst lasers to troopers grandstand, we build what endures with our own two hands. Rugged and ready in the dead of the night. Mindset of iron, we're winning the fight. No electric crutch, just mechanical might. Rumpelstiltskin leads us into the light. Gather your tools, map the threats that await. Networks of allies sealing our fate. Security layers like armor so thick. Vehicles humming, no glitch, no tricks. Sometimes we dive